I want to give massive thanks to all of my supporting members and patrons. Thank you all so very much. Hello, good evening and welcome. What an interesting start to the new year, and it was fabulous seeing so many people joining the live premiere last night. Wasn't that interesting? Now tonight, as you can see, I'm talking about trolls, because since that video went out, I have been suffering, unsurprisingly, an attack by trolls. So I've turned around and challenged them to come here live, make their accusations to my face over the mic, if they dare. This will be interesting. I also have a special guest that I'm really pleased to have. It's a name that I believe you'll all know. I'll bring him in just a minute. I'm hoping that one or two trolls will appear. What would be good is if we can just have a nice discussion, if that's possible. I'm going to show you guys some of the trolling comments that I've caught within the last 24 hours. It's quite astounding. Anyway, lots of people in here, and I've seen you around and about on the various channels. To be honest, too many to say hello. We've got 111 in here straight off. Listen, thank you all so very much. And thank you all for the support that you've given over this issue. What I'm going to do is I will, in a minute, once I brought my guest in, I will do a quick rundown, just reiterating basically what was said in that video. But as far as I'm concerned, if there are no further actions from Mr. Oakley, then the matter is closed, okay? Because I am not in any way, shape or form want to drag it on and be harassing him. That's not what I want. But obviously everyone's aware of it, and I just want to make sure people know how things went down. That's it. Yeah, let's bring in our guest. There is a second person who's in the waiting room. That second person, left lane, can you let Geo know, are you a troll? Then when Geo comes in, he can tell me, because if you're a troll, we want to get you in here. And I don't mean that just to have a go at you, but if you're someone who is regarded as a troll, whether you feel you're a troll or not, how about that? I would be interested to talk to you. Okay, so let's bring in Mr. Geo Streber. Hello, good evening to you, Geo. Let me make sure I've got your sound switched on. Hello.
How are you?
I'm super fine, thank you, sir. And how are you?
Pretty fine. A little bit tired after the holidays, but otherwise I'm well, I think.
Good. Do you know what I think? I was struggling to think after we arranged for you to come on. I believe I have spoken to you before, but it was many months ago, and if anything, only the one time. So
yeah, it was a while ago. I was not really active in the last 10 months or so, for the reason that I have moved. I'm not in my home country anymore, and frankly, work has hit me like a truck. So, yeah, my capacity has gone a little down when it comes to YouTubing.
Okay. So is this something you're going to start up again?
Yes, I will in the future. I'm going to move again in a matter of months, and then hopefully I'll have a proper internet connection again, and then I'm going to wrap this show up a little bit.
That's never fun, is it, mucking around trying to get internet connections?
No, it's absolutely horrible.
I'll just ask you before we get any further, did that other guy in the chat with you, left lane, did they let you know if they're a troll or what is considered a troll? Or
he did not say anything, as far as I'm aware. Okay. I mean, if you want to, I can just switch back to the other room and ask him.
Well, it's okay. I've dropped him a DM, so yeah. Maybe we'll try that in a minute. Now, you're aware, Geo, that I've just had this recent incident. So if I give you and everyone else here a quick rundown of it, and then perhaps we can discuss some of the things you've had to put up with as well. What happened with me is I just came across a Nathan Oakley video. It was one of his sort of re-uploaded live streams when he was doing a live premiere of his live stream. So he had a chat about a chat, it was a bit odd. And in there he made those comments which, to my mind, read as intent to dox, or certainly intent to gain my information. So I had given him 14 days to put out a video apologising. He could have cleared, no, that's not what I meant, or yeah, I said it, but it was heat of the moment, I'm sorry. That's all it would have taken. It could have all gone away. Gave him 14 days, otherwise I would report it to the police, because I'm not going to put up with that sort of thing, because it can really affect people's lives. And of course I pointed out all the UK laws that this comes under. Unfortunately, at the end of 14 days, he had done nothing. He hadn't really commented about it either, as far as I'm aware, but he'd done nothing. So I filled in a crime report and got that posted, and within a day or two, officer got back to me. I did a statement, they gave me a crime number, and it was only about 3 days later, something like that, 3-4 days later, I forget exactly, when they got back to me and said they'd spoken to him. He has said that he doesn't know PMARS. I know some people said he does, but he said that. And he said he has no intent to dox me. In which case, job done. He's been warned off. He was told he was skating on thin ice. That's the end of it. That's what I hope, anyway.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice way to start 2021, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Oh, and before I forget, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, and Happy New Year to you. Oh, have I got this wrong? I was going to say glückliche Weihnachten. That's Happy Christmas, though, isn't it?
Almost. It's fröhliche Weihnachten.
Fröhliche. What's glückliche?
Yeah.
Laughing.
It's also happy, but in a different context.
Oh, okay. Well, that's as far as my German goes, anyway, I think. Anyway, yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I understand that you've had one or two issues as well.
Yeah, well, at this point in the community, who hasn't?
Well,
I mean, Oakley is one of the people who knows that he has no evidence behind what he's saying, so he has to play dirty.
Right, yes. Which is something I never understood. I was talking to Mrs. S tonight, and I was thinking, let's say my position is globe Earth, but I've got no evidence for that, and they show me photographic evidence. There you go, it's flat as a pancake, absolute proof it is flat. And I think, drat, I can't disprove that. Well, what I would do is I would say, do you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong, you're right. Or I would argue, no, of course that's not flat, it still looks curved to me. Or perhaps I would slink off quietly and just hide for embarrassment. But what's the point of attacking someone personally?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Because even if you upset them, scare them off, do whatever, it hasn't changed a damn thing. You've not been able to show that your position is right, have you?
I mean, what this shows is that, in my opinion, Oakley is not interested in the truth. He's just here for the drama.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't care. He's in for either money or attention or whatever, but definitely his should I call it despicable behavior is showing signs that he's not in for arguing fact.
Well, this could well be true, but I've just seen Turquoise Lau said that Aaron was the guy waiting in the server. Aaron, sorry, I didn't realise. I did send you a message. If you hop back into the live waiting room, we'll get you on the stream, okay? Thank you. I hope you haven't gone. Are you still there? So a quick look, see if you're still a participant. Yes, yeah, you're still there, Aaron. Come back in and we'll try and get you on. Okay, thank you. That was just didn't realise. Yeah. So a lot of people certainly have had problems. We've seen MC Toon. I don't know if you're aware of that. Had a problem recently, Gio. With
Oakley? No,
that's with someone else. With one of Mark Steele's sidekicks. I've forgotten the guy's name. He's a non-entity really, but he's been posting videos saying that. Aaron says he can't do anymore. Okay, Aaron, thank you. Sorry if it hasn't worked out. If you can get in, do so and drop me a DM so I know it's you. Okay, thank you. Someone posting videos saying that he's a pedophile. And then MC basically said, well, look, if you've got evidence of that, you should go to the police. But I'll tell you what, come on my live stream, present your evidence. If you have some evidence, I will give you details of my local police force so you can report me. Otherwise, I'll have an apology, please. Of course, the guy wouldn't do that, would he?
It's not the first time that accusations of that kind have been made. I'm pretty sure you're aware of what happened to Gem Panda about 1.5 years ago, maybe.
Kim Drops is the guy who did it to MC Toon. Tell us about Gem Panda.
Basically, Oakley was accusing Gem Panda of running his Discord server to as a platform for pedophiles, which is absolutely insane to make that claim of.
Yeah. What? So, as in one of these sort of like a secret server for them to get together, make connections with each other, that sort of thing.
Kind of. It was even worse. Then later, Oakley claimed that he went to the police to report Gem, and that he had been given a crime number, which was debunked. Then he claimed that the server was shut down because of him, which was wrong because the server was still running at that point, and it still is, as far as I know. So yeah, the guy's just absolutely insane.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. It's just so underhand. It's just absolute rubbish, isn't it? And
yeah,
people pointed out is Kim Drops or Kim Tate is the guy. Yeah, now Kim Tate, I understand, is a guy in the UK. MC Toon is in the States, and he has said that he's trying to go through whatever channels to get something reported on that. I wish him well in that. It's obviously easier for me with the situation I was in because it's UK and UK.
Yeah, I mean, being in the same country obviously makes the entire affair much easier.
Definitely. And so, Multi-Tom, be very careful.
Wait. No, stop. That one is directed to me. Let me handle that one. When you try to insult me, first of all, please do it correctly by actually spelling everything right. And second of all, if you think that I'm a Nazi, then I will treat you as if I was one. And that's something you don't want to see.
Tom, basically that's uncalled for. You know my rules on this channel. I allow dissenting opinion. I welcome dissenting opinion. Yeah, it's going to get a bit heated. People are going to call each other silly names every now and then. But I do not allow hate speech. Okay? You know that. Don't make us deal with it. Thank you. Yes, I apologise that you had to face that though, Gio, even though, of course, you can handle yourself perfectly well.
I'm fine with it.
Good.
That's not the first time that has happened for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, and just for your information, Tom, I think, Gio, I've been to Germany perhaps about 9 or 10 times in my life and driven through it several times as well, having to stop for, overnight or whatever. It is the most beautiful country with the most wonderful, welcoming people and the most amazing food. Absolutely love the place.
Thank you very much, but obviously you haven't been to Saxony then.
Is that a bad area?
Let's just say it has a reputation.
Okay. But
sorry for all my Saxon friends over here. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's
so let's come back to the actual topic, I would say.
Yeah. So what's been happening or has happened to you in the past that you're willing to divulge?
Well, he tried to dox me.
Mr. Oakley.
And yes, Mr. Oakley. And how can I say the thing? I'm not really that secretive when it comes to my name. That's kind of an open secret, I would say. So if you take 5 minutes and actually try to find it out, you will be successful. But when it comes to my location, my addresses, I don't want that information public.
No, Gio,
and that's what we try to publish.
Can I mean, I think I know, but I would like, if you could, can you explain, why would you not want all your details, your name, your address, perhaps the place you work, your family details? I mean, it's pretty damn obvious to me, but I've been challenged over that. So why would you not want that published?
Well, for two reasons. First of all, that there are insane people out there who might want to try to use this against you in one way or another.
Yep.
I'm not saying that somebody is gonna actually try to hurt you physically, but try to smear your reputation. Yeah, that might happen.
Absolutely. No, I mean, obviously, I know nothing about your background, your personal life, and that's absolutely fine. And you know nothing about mine, and that's fine. I don't know, for instance, if your employer was mentioned, would that cause you issues with employment?
Well, at that point, I was not employed yet. Obviously, I was still studying.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, but my point is, I have no idea what information would and would not harm you, would or would not be uncomfortable for you or cause you issues.
Yes, exactly. Obviously, only the person who is in danger of having that information revealed is the one who should decide what is out and what is not.
Absolutely, it's up to you. If you want to sit there and say, "Hey, Mr. Sensible, my name is, my address is, my bank account number is," post it all up there. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. If it's your choice. What is totally wrong is if I or someone else tries to dig and find that information, and then tries to publish it, because even if I don't do any harm with it, other people might.
Exactly.
And it's none of my damn business, is it? It's none of my damn business whether you're at university, whether you're married, whether you've got kids, whether you're straight, whether you're gay, whether you're working. It's no one's business and holds absolutely not a jot of difference as to whatever the shape of the earth is, does it? If that's what you're arguing about.
Exactly. Let's just generalize this. Just separate your professional and your private life, full stop. And if you don't want side to know about the other, then that's fine. And that's your decision.
Yeah.
I mean, professional life, obviously, in Oakley's case, I'm kind of implying that he's already doing this sort of professionally, which obviously I don't know about his finances and I don't want to know.
Well,
but he should keep.
He has said, he has said in a stream recently when he was getting angry that he does this to put... No, I'm not about to dox him anyway. He has said openly on the stream he does this to earn money to put food on his kids' plates. Fair enough. I think there's probably better ways he could do it, but if that's his decision, that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay, obviously. Nobody is saying that he shouldn't be allowed to earn money on YouTube.
No. But if anyone's looked at his Social Blade stats, he ain't earning a lot.
Maybe I have never looked at his Social Blade. I'm not intending to, because again, this has no influence on the matter whatsoever.
No, it doesn't. No, but the reason I'd looked is I thought he's been on 19.1k subs for quite a while, and I had a look, and this past 30 days he's put on 0 subscribers, or at least he hasn't reached 10 new subscribers in a month. There we go. So his channel's not doing very well.
It's even worse because he's constantly outputting videos, right? Usually when you have a constant outflow of content, you at least gain something. I've been standing on 1,800 subscribers for about a year now, but that's because I didn't do anything in that time frame.
Yeah. Well, I saw as well on one of his chats, one of his live streams when it came up, someone put in that he's calculated he's getting 3.6% subscriber interaction with his videos. That's pretty poor. Pretty poor.
Yeah, that is indeed pretty poor. But again, it's not relevant.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But I don't think Flat Earth is winning, is it?
Yeah. So let me just can you maybe share the photos I sent to you earlier?
I can try.
Wait, before you do that, I just send them to you again, so that they're all in one neat place. Just give me a second. Gotta navigate all my hard drives here.
And I've got to be careful not to screw everything up. This is where it all gets fun and games.
Yeah, let's see. Which one was it?
And what I've got, which I'll show everyone in a while, is a whole bunch of screen-capped images of these trolling messages I've been receiving. Oh, Aaron's in the waiting room.
There we go.
Oh.
So here's one.
Aaron, you said you're in the waiting room. That's a different person, isn't it? That's not the one who was there earlier on.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he or she was...
No, but the guy who sat in the waiting room now is someone who's a regular on the channel.
Okay, that I don't know about.
No. Hold on.
But yes, it is obviously not the same one as before.
Let me just send him a message, because this is puzzling. Hopefully I'll get a reply quite quickly. Yeah. Did you manage to get... Oh, yes, you just sent me some stuff.
wait. There's another one that I want to show you. Give me a second. Damn, I just can't find it.
Well, what I'm doing is
it's just too much stuff, you know.
I'm just setting up. I'm not going to show it just yet. That's quite big. It might be quite difficult to read on the screen. But let's.
There we go. Just contrast these two, if that's possible.
I will have a go. So let's capture this window. This is always fun and games. Always fun and games. Firefox.
So you said that when Nathan had his little chat with hopefully friendly officers, that he claimed that he had no plans to dox you.
That is what he said. Yes. Well, yeah, sorry. I beg your pardon. I must be careful. That is what the officer told me. He said, okay, that he has no plans.
Fair enough. And I call bullshit on that one because he attempted it before and he did it before.
Well, I don't know why. I'm not getting the.
Needs more folders labeled while I'm sober. No, there were too many folders. That was the problem. Too much stuff, not in one neat place.
Well, this is weird because I seem to be unable to capture. Maybe I should try capturing it. Oh dear. Let's try again. Got it. Right, let's. Oh gosh, it's going to be hard to show this because of the size of that document. Let me just.
Well, if you want, I can just read it. We can just put it in the video description later.
It's just coming up. I think I'll get it on. So it's me tinkering. Okay. I've just transferred it across now. So yeah, go ahead, read the relevant bits, but it is on the screen or coming up on the screen now.
So this was a dispute that I had with Oakley in late 2018. I screenshot this on the 9th of September 2018. Let me quote him there. You disgust me, Geo. So my name is blurred out. And we won't let you live this down. You soundly and Mentits, obviously referring to Sean Hufford, have 1 month total to find what you claim in this hangout played by Anthony. If you don't, we will label you a fraud using your full name and the clearly useless university you attend, so that your lies and deceit do not go unnoticed. You're a terrible ambassador for the education establishment. Of course, you could simply admit your lies, fat chance, you ugly cunt, end quote. So
lovely.
This is a clear doxing attempt, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because he says, if you don't, we will label you a fraud using your full name and the clearly useless university you attend. Yeah, that is absolute intent. Now, I think if he had said that with regard to me, that would have been enough for the officer to take further steps.
I assume so. I was actually thinking about reporting this. However, the situation back then was a little strange regarding, being in another country, so I decided to let it slide. However, what I did, obviously, I talked about this and published it everywhere I could, just to show what type of person we're dealing with here.
Yes. Well, my understanding is that if you want to report something from abroad, you will have to report it to your local force for them to transfer it to a UK police, and there's no time limit. So if you were looking to do this, that's all you need to do.
Well, the situation is obviously getting more complicated now that I'm not in Germany anymore.
True. And you'd also have to consider: is it better to leave it now? That seems to have calmed down. Perhaps, it's up to you. But it's very easy.
Let me just. Yeah, sorry. Continue, please.
No, I was going to say, but that's obviously up to you.
Yeah, let me just continue this quote in the second comment later.
Please.
Fess up or face the consequences. You have no idea how much I'm going to enjoy this. You are fucked, and everybody, I don't mean everybody, is going to know about you lying sack of shit, end quote. So yeah, again, clear, I would say character assassination attempt.
Yeah. Demanding you fess up to something. You confess to something. Lovely.
Now, let me contrast that to something that happened in one of my videos. Instead, you have the second.
Right. Now, this should be a little easier. Let me try Try and get.
So a little bit of context. Around the same time frame, there was another incident with Oakley. The people involved know what it's about. It was something that was heard in one of his live streams, which was very suspicious and pretty ugly, in my opinion.
Well, the second one should be coming over in the next few seconds.
Fair enough. There we go.
Yep, there we go.
And in one of my comment sections, somebody actually tried to dox Oakley. So obviously I deleted this comment because no matter who it's coming from or who it's targeted against, doxing is just wrong. Full stop. So disclaimer, a quote disclaimer, somebody here tried to post Nathan's contact information. Even though I find Nathan's actions absolutely horrible, I do not support publishing this under any circumstances. Therefore, I found it necessary to delete that comment, and I will do the same to any similar ones, end quote.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I mean, I've commented in my streams before now, like for instance, when, who was it? Anthony Riley made those disgusting comments to Conspiracy Cats. Ranty Flat Earth came out and tore him one. He tore him a new one. He stood up for Conspiracy Cats, saying that Riley was wrong. Absolutely, that's the right thing, and that's what you're saying as well. It doesn't matter which side of the debate. If someone behaves like that, it needs to be dealt with.
Exactly, that's called having principles.
Yes.
Which apparently certain flat earthers lack.
Certain they do. Although apparently in that instance, and full credit to him, Mr. Ranty Flat Earth showed principle. So he's been applauded and he got lots of likes and appreciative comments in his stream, and quite right too.
Yeah, justifiably so. I agree.
Yeah. Because might totally disagree with person on the other side, but generally speaking, they're still people. They're humans with thoughts and feelings, even though some people don't seem to give a monkeys about that.
That's an insult to monkeys.
Yes. So you have just shown that you would stand up for them, protect them, in the same way that you would want me to be protected and yourself to be protected.
There's just so many more examples of Oakley showing this type of behavior.
Well,
and you should be pointed out that obviously reporting him was the right choice given the situation.
Thank you. I mean, I'm quite satisfied with the outcome, because the idea is not to ruin his life or not to deliberately cause him endless embarrassment. It's to get him to stop and to realise you can't do that sort of thing. Now, if he has stopped and realises that you can't do that sort of thing, great. If, on the other hand, he was to continue either against myself or someone else, well, the police already know that they've dealt with something like that. So that's down to him. So, like I said, between me and him, this situation, as far as I'm concerned, has ended.
I may make a prediction here.
You may.
He may or might not do this kind of thing to you anymore, but it certainly will continue happening. It's a standard bullying technique that seems to have worked for him in the past, at least to a certain degree.
Right.
And this one pat on the back, being hit on the fingers or whatever the correct metaphor here is, won't certainly be enough to stop this.
Yeah, a pat. Yeah, I know what you mean. I can't think what it is now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure what the English one is. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm trying now to, please excuse me, just call up the details of these doxing comments I've had. And I'm sorry, people, I've not really been reading much in the way of comments on the live because of our discussion here. Just trying to find this window. This is the thing right. So some of these will appear a little small, I'm afraid.
Slap on the wrist, there it is.
Yes, well done. Whoever got that, they're spot on. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bang through a bunch of these. These are comments that have appeared just within the last 24 hours, and there's some additional information as well I'll mention from time to time. Okay.
Oh, those are going to be great, aren't they?
Wow, this is interesting. There's a one-off from Cat Life Vix to Vlogs and with live streams. Keep your kids indoors, folks. This is quite typical because there's lots of comments alluding to me being a pedophile. Libby 2.0, did a whole string of comments, starting off with, love how you ignore the benefit cheating convictions. This person seems to believe, or is positing, that I've been convicted of some sort of fraud with benefits. And there was a whole bunch of messages from her.
Wait, and you're not sharing? We're all into your criminal conspiracy, remember?
Right, what else we got? Libby again. Previously mentioned you was convicted in September 2009. That's interesting. I've never been aware of that. And if I'm happy to cheat the public purse out of tens of thousands of pounds, then I'll have no issue cheating on your channel for financial gain. Wow.
What?
Where does she get this information from? Because it's news to me. And this account was set up using my avatar. I know a lot of you have seen this, Mr. Pedo. And that's been set up within the last week and a half or so. I think I've got the date captured somewhere. Libby again. Your past is catching up with you. You should have thought about this. Mr. Pedo, please feel free to donate so I can buy more sweets, puppies, toys.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's one of the ugliest type of accusations there can be.
Isn't it just? It's absolutely despicable.
Yeah, it's absolutely horrible.
And then, can't wait, guys. Libby again. I don't need to go to the authorities. You've been convicted. There's one in the middle, which is Helen Degenerates. Similar sort of thing. They should check Mr. Sensible's history. Know what I mean? This has all happened within 24 hours. Libby again. Regarding previous convictions, if you work with children, you have to declare any convictions. Well, news to you, Libby. I don't work with children. And someone else, Science is Not the Devil, had been arguing with her and said that she's putting herself in a risky position making accusations like this. And apparently, Mr. P, that's interesting, isn't it? She's chosen P, will be laughed out of the police station. Can you guess what the P stands for? Silly person, Libby. Another account, Big Cheese. Apparently free pick and mixes to all viewers aged under 16, collection only. You can see where this is going, can't you, Gio?
Yeah, it's absolutely horrible.
Want to see my puppies? Meet you in the van. I've got the sweets ready. And to Mr. X, Mr. Y, do you like pick and mix? Anyone for sweets? Vans, puppies, sweets. Looking forward to handing out sweets. This person has been plastering it everywhere. Here we go again. More of the same. Puppies, and I'm handing out pick and mixes. Pedo. What's it? That's the top of the same thing.
It's a classic thing. They can't beat you on the points, so they try to character assassinate you.
Absolutely. Libby, head to head with the bold nonce. For non-UK, nonce is a slang word. It comes from some prison acronym. I can't remember what it stands for, to do with sexual offenders. So a sexual offender is known as a nonce. Okay. Not very nice. And R. Paul Milam, good luck for the CRB. That's criminal records check for working with children and so on. Suddenly all these people know all these things allegedly about me. And this guy, My Ugly Truth Tarot, has been posting in the past couple of hours, and I have said, and I have invited him to this stream. It was because of him that I've opened this to him and other trolls. So he keeps offering to join my live, apparently, so he can expose me. But apparently I keep blocking him. That's news to me, My Ugly Truth. And I have this. That's why I set up this channel. It's open. You come in here and you explain yourself. I'd be interested to see that, okay? Right. And there's another account straight under that, this chat, though. The video exposing him keeps getting taken down. It's frustrating the law protects it. Convicted nonsense. So apparently they've got a video proving all this stuff about me, which I know is not true because it ain't true. Yeah. Ugly Truth, all in Mr. P's bold nonce head. And Mr. Oakley. Mr. Oakley's getting himself into a tiz, thinking I've got sock accounts on his channel commenting. And he's accused, it's not the first time it's happened, he's accusing someone else of being me using a sock account. No, Mr. Oakley, I don't use sock accounts. Not me. I have not posted once. Where are we? Helen Degenerates. I need to know Mr. Sensible's location so I can keep my kids away. He's such a creep. I'm going to skip it on because you can see it's just report after report. So My Ugly Truth apparently joined December the 18th. And then back round to the beginning. So
when did you upload the first video?
4th of December, with a deadline 14 days later, the 18th of December. Wow.
That's a weird coincidence, isn't it?
Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Yes. So that's a shitload of evidence in case anything happens. All that's happened just the day after I put out the video. And as you said, that account created on the date I put out the previous video. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And Dasaran LP, yeah, I thought that was the case. You sat there in the live waiting room, but I was a bit puzzled there. Gio, I'm going to bring in Dasaran. I think you might get on very well with him. Hello, Dasaran.
I shall see.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. Meet Gio. Gio, meet Das. I think you come from the same corner of the world.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Hi.
So what do you think about all this, Das?
Speaking German now and leave Mr. Sensible out of the conversation.
Das klingt nach einem guten Plan.
Yeah, I remember that one. What? Did you just insult me?
Sorry.
You shouldn't try and chat me up like that. I'm not a plaything, you know.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so what did you guys think of all those comments? It's pretty damn disgusting, isn't it?
Well, I wasn't aware that the problem was that big because probably most of the comments get blocked or, I don't read many comments.
Usually they don't get blocked. They just disappear in the deep sea that is the comment section, and it's you need to read all of them to find the really disgusting ones, but they certainly are there.
Yeah, I usually read the first 10 or so.
But you see what happens if I report something for being harassing, which those are harassing, it's not just it's reported, they automatically then disappear. I presume for
I'm actually not a friend of trying to remove them. What I usually do if I see something absolutely disgusting is I pin it into my comment section.
I've done that as well.
The subscribers have a little bit fun with that one.
Yeah.
And at least they're exposed to what those people are doing as far and wide as possible.
And certainly plenty of people had seen that Libby 2.0 and P. Doe. Oh, by the way, P. Doe's account no longer exists. It's gone. So that's within 24 hours.
What a coincidence.
Yes. Well, I think an awful lot of people were reporting it because I saw people making comments and just saying, just report it. So someone's reported it enough times that, it's gone. What's this Mandel saying? Be careful not to mention them. Thank you, man. Right. Yes. So, Dasaran, you said you'd not particularly noticed these comments and didn't realise how big it was. Yeah.
I didn't realise the problem was this severe.
It's quite horrible, isn't it?
It's disgusting, really.
Yeah. Because you see, when someone comments on one of my things, I get an alert. If they because they're aiming it at me, they tend to reply to something. So then I get an email to say. So I see it. But of course, a quick screen cap is usually in order. They're leaving all this evidence laying around. Silly people.
What I usually would recommend, instead of just taking a screenshot, I would actually recommend filming the website for a few seconds. This way it's easier to show that you didn't fabricate anything.
Sorry, doing what on the website?
So in case you want to report a comment, or at least point something out in a future hangout that you do, like this one.
Yeah.
What I usually recommend doing in addition to screenshotting it is actually videoing your entire screen to show that this is not photoshopped or anything like that.
Right, yes.
Because I've seen that accusation before, and obviously this is an easy way to immediately debunk this.
Yeah. Well, they've seen that. They'll have to go through to... I mean, a lot of those comments are still there. They'd have to run through and try and delete them because they are there. Or, as I said, the
Absolutely
majority.
disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. And now, I mean, people. I've had a couple of comments saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have gone to the police. You've wasted their time, and you should be able to ignore just horrible things said about you." Yeah, I can. I can. A lot of those things is water off a duck's back. And you stick your head above the parapet to put yourself out there doing a channel, arguing against other people, you're going to get blowback. We know that. We all know that. You're going to get people having a go at you, people being rude, people even making comments on my choice of hairstyle, would you believe?
What? How is that even possible? I mean, I have the feeling that with all those comments, you did so much head scratching that your hair eventually fell off.
Funny guy, get out. But yeah. I mean, you know, if you're going to do videos, you're going to get someone who's going to dispute what you say. Someone who's going to argue. Someone who's going to get heated. Someone who's going to take it further and get a bit nasty. You know, a lot of that you just have to let go. But this whole thing with doxing and the whole thing with wild paedophile accusations, it's like, I can't beat you, I'm going atomic. Do you know what I mean? I'm pressing the nuclear button.
Yeah.
It's just again that's them trying to, how can I say this best?
They can't attack your argument, so they try to discredit you as a person.
Yes, exactly. I said this before.
Yeah.
And not only try to disgrace you as a person on this platform, they try to do it in your private life, which I think is something that you have the right to have completely separated from this.
Exactly. And even if, just going back to my case, let's just say Mr. Oakley just wanted that information just for his own knowledge, okay? But if he had let anyone else see it, then all you need is one of those trolls that do the paedophile accusations to report it to the police or post it on a Facebook thing. You know, they hunt down pedophiles. People have been hurt. People, you get these paedophile hunters, which isn't strictly illegal, is my understanding, but it's not really a clever idea. And they've got the wrong person before now and ruined people's lives. You can't put that back together again.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. The damage doesn't start when somebody's actually hurt physically. The damage starts when somebody's accused wrongly, because that's something you can never get really out of again. Yeah. It's
terrible. So, I mean, basically, when I was younger, teenager or whatever, I was quite a shy person. I was probably a person who could be bullied. Not now. And I just have no time for it, and I won't put up with it, you know. So they can keep kicking away, but we got someone, colon. Can you just message me? Is that person in the live waiting room with you what I think they are? That'd be great. I think I recognise the name. I hope I get a reply back. You can see the other name there, guys.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so if that is the case, then what I would like to is to try and have a discussion with them and see how far we get, right? So I'm not trying just to bash them, okay? I want to, if they are a troll, then I'd like to know why they do it, what they think it achieves, do they think it's right, and so on, you know? Let's try and bring them in, since I've not got a reply, so fingers crossed.
It is muted, though.
They're muted, but hopefully they'll unmute. Hello, Lolly. Hello, good evening to you. Oh, they're muted. Yeah, we'll see. Not just Mike, it's deafened as well.
Maybe just send him a quick message.
Yeah, I'll put him back in the waiting room. Let's do that. Oh.
It was funny before how I missed the first few minutes of the stream. This Aaron dude was doing weird things, and it's funny having a similar or same name as someone who is being bashed in the side chat.
Yes, well, that's it, because I saw you there as Das Aaron, and there was an Aaron there who had tried to come in earlier on. I can't remember the name that he was under, but then he said, I'm in the waiting room, and I looked there, there's you, and I'm thinking, have I just mistook it and it has been you all along, or are you a troll?
No. Well, I'm making jokes every now and then, not deliberately to harm anyone.
No. And unfortunately, Lolly the trolley, or Lowly the trolley, whatever, has disappeared again, which is a shame. Well, that other guy, what was his name? The one who had been... My Ugly Truth Tarot.
Oh, what is that horrible sound in your background?
It's my heating system. I know, it's a heating air conditioning system, so... Yeah.
Could become a running joke.
It is. Yeah, so sorry about that. But I don't want to freeze my nuts off, so I need it. But it would be good to try and sort something with it. What happens is, because it's an air source heat pump, it's sucking the heat from outside. That freezes up, then it has to defrost it. So it goes wild for a few minutes. It's gone quiet as far as I'm concerned right now. Anyway, it doesn't bother me. So, where did we get to? Where did we get to? That lolly trolley has disappeared again, unfortunately. That's a shame. I thought we were going to get someone to come in here. But someone else pointed out, this Libby 2.0, who was on an awful lot of those messages to me, I turned round and said, I am doing a live stream. Come on there, let's talk about this. You can present your evidence. And I said to these other guys, you can present this evidence without fear of prosecution. So they could, if I said, okay, tell me, what town do I live in? If they told me, I can't do them for doxing because I've asked for that, okay? Since I posted that, Libby 2.0 has shut up. Too scared. No, Mandevil, it's not Davros. And Pixel, you're right, the noise is from NASA. Keep it down, guys.
Are you sure that the sound in your background wasn't just the crickets that start playing whenever some troll doesn't show up?
It could have been, couldn't it?
Man. Surprisingly close.
Oh, dear. Right, I've got a couple of super chats to read out if I can. There's one from January Shady, which is actually super chatted during last night's live premiere, which was for $2 Australian. Everyone go tell Jokeley after this video. Well, I think Mr. Oakley is now well aware of the video, so I'd ask people not to harass him, okay? Gertrude Perkins, a super chatted £5. Thank you, Gertrude. Saying, I did the same thing for the same reason after the alleged child slapping incident, to make Nathan realise his behaviour is inappropriate. Now, I'm not going to read, I'm not trying to read between the lines, but from that, I guess you're saying you reported him to the police. I wasn't there at the time of the incident. I have heard the tape, and I've heard the arguments for and against. But yeah, if you think something like that has happened, you should report to the authorities. They're the ones who should deal with anything like that. And I've had a super chat as well from a madman. A madman for £5, saying, here's a fiver to feed the trolls. Hope they choke on Mage. Well, thank you, madman. I'm sure they will. Love it. Love it indeed. Oh, wow. Yes, so there's not really that many trolls turning up, bearing in mind I've basically given them carte blanche to have open mic. I'm wanting them to come on. Oh, hold on, I've got a message from Lolly. I wasn't sure if this was a flight message. Oh, right. Well, I'll pass on this message. It's a nice message from Lolly, or Lowly the trolley, saying, I apologise, I wasn't sure if this was specifically for flat earthers or idiots and expected a lot more people. Just wanted to say that you're a great guy for doing what you do. Been following you for a year or so, now I feel dumb. Don't feel dumb, Lolly. If you want to come on just to join in the chat, then you're more than welcome, okay? Not a problem. Thank you for the kind comments. Appreciate that. And there's a... Yeah, I just got yours as well, Colon. It looks like there's a misunderstanding there. Not a problem. Cool. Yeah, so guys. So, Gio, you said you've been sort of quiet on the YouTube front for a while. What sort of direction are you going to take your channel when you come back, or as you're coming back?
Well, so far, apart from just continuing to debunk flat earther nonsense and creationists and things like that, I was thinking, well, I am actually planning a hangout where I actually explain what I do
Ooh.
as my job. I mean, it's not a closed secret that I'm a chemist, currently doing my PhD. So I thought that some of my audience might be interested in that.
I should think they definitely would be.
So a little bit of science is always quite nice.
Yes, definitely. Because if you're mixing that in with a bit of flurf bashing and so on, please can someone grab Geo's one of the mods grab Geo's channel link and drop it into live stream, because you won't be able to, Geo, unless you drop me a message and I'll copy it in there. Happy to push your channel.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second.
Oh,
so here's the channel link.
And Brain Steel and Nels just super chatted €5 for not being on here for quite some time. But then again, you keep going live during Pit Blash. I know. Was she live again tonight? She was live last night. I was in bed just checking my phone. Oh, there's Pip. She's going. I didn't feel it safe to join her while I was in bed.
One thing I wanted to point out. Some people have asked me repeatedly as to why my channel is not monetized. And I just want to say again that I don't think I want my channel to be monetized ever, because this is a hobby for me and not more.
Yeah.
So if you think about donating money to me, donate it to some charity instead. That's, in my opinion, way more useful.
Well, that's
I
very
would probably
kind.
just spend it on spare ribs and beer.
Well, that's not a bad shout though, Gio. Spare ribs and beer. But that's very, very kind of you. So there you go. Colon's put a link in. I've copied your one in, and someone else did as well. Can't see. Oh, Now Pinion. Hello, Now. Good evening to you. Yeah, nice one. So check out Geo's channel. Talking to morons since 2016. Have you got any sense out of them
shit.
yet?
Has it already been 4 years? That went
Apparently so.
by so quick.
When you're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and General E. Shady's just super chatted $2 Australian saying, Geo.
Just read that.
Geo, explain to Jokely, gas go down, go boom boom. That's the most puerile thing. And he uses it in an ordinary sentence, doesn't he? If you're telling me that gas go down, go boom boom when you pour it in a fish tank like rubber bouncy balls, what the hell is he talking about? Well, I'm leaving Oakley. I'll leave that to others.
That incident of Oakley not understanding how, basically how gases work, that was rather funny to watch. Especially when he claimed that Rumpus came up with that.
I don't know.
Well, he claimed that, I'm sure you know who the Rumpus is.
Oh yes, Rumpus has been on here. I invited him on here because he never gets a chance to speak proproperly on.
So
I said, "Come on here and have a good chat," and he did. I couldn't swear him up.
Right, that's normal. We'll get used to it. Rumpus gave Oakley a quick introduction into thermodynamics, basically, ideal gas law and stuff.
Yep.
And kinetic gas theory, and Oakley later said that Rumpus came up with that, which is obviously absolute nonsense. I mean, you can look in any book on physical chemistry or physics, and you'll find the ideal gas law and kinetic gas theory in there in the first few chapters, depending how the book is organized. So again, absolute nonsense. He has no idea how science works.
You can't say that. I mean, his friend Riley's got an egg. He knows about science. He has an egg. And a white coat and glasses and a meter that might measure unicorn farts, for all he knows.
There's a saying between chemists.
Yeah.
When your lab coat is white, you're doing something wrong. It's supposed to be yellow and full of holes.
I thought you were going to say, and please excuse me, this is not normal for my channel, people. There's a joke between chemists about Anthony Riley, which is, he's a fucking idiot.
That's not a joke. It's not a joke when it's true.
Oh dear. Oh yes, that made me laugh. But I don't know where I'm getting to, because I can't do Riley anymore because of the way he behaved towards conspiracy cats. That was absolutely despicable.
Yeah, what exactly happened there? I completely missed that. I was kind of flabbergasted when I heard that something went on
again,
there.
we're getting back to the similar sort of thing. They were having an argument, and I think that it was on some form of social media. I don't know what it was. And I think Kat said, come on, don't be a pussy, join in this argument, whatever it was, something like that. And then Riley turned around and said, you like young pussies, the younger the better, don't you, Cats? So there we go. Yeah, I know. And Cats, of course, is a teacher. Absolutely despicable. So that's the one that Ranty Flat Earth called him out on as well. I did a video, so did several other people anyway. Absolutely despicable. And I said I'm not going to do anything with him.
By the way, Riley, if you're listening, you still owe me a Stein. Just pointing that one out there.
What does he owe you a Stein for?
He lost a bet.
Well, yeah, he lost a bet for, was it £1,000 for there being a lunar eclipse every month?
Should have been the first. That should have been the first hint for me to not make any bets with Riley. It was something completely unrelated to Flat Earth stuff. He bet something about a computer part, and I was like, nah, you're wrong.
Yeah. Well, Brian Pop Robson's just super chat £5. Thank you, Brian. No way can I go on live tonight. The wife and her mate are behind me, looking at what's left of the Quality Street. I was talking to Mrs. S tonight. Have you noticed there's hardly any of those flat penny toffees? I feel hard done by. They're my favourite. There we go. It's a UK thing. Everyone gets disappointed that there's always those strange green ones that no one wants in the Quality Street tins of chocolates. There we go. Sad, isn't it? Yeah, so Riley, as far as I'm concerned, is now out of bounds. I'm steering
Define
clear.
out of bounds, please.
Define out of bounds. I mean, I'm not going to be dealing with him. I'm not going to be doing videos about his idiocy. I wouldn't debate him. I'm just having nothing to do with him because of the way he treated Cats. Is unforgivable. And he's doubled down about it. He doesn't think he's done anything wrong. And as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't deserve the respect of a response to anything he does,
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's more or less what my opinion on Oakley was, or is still actually. Just don't give him any attention whenever possible.
Yeah,
he craves for that shit.
Yeah, and of course now I'm not doing Oakley because I think it's probably better to leave him alone. He's got nothing anyway. We know he won't come onto a debate on a neutral channel. So I'm just going to leave it.
Well, he tried before, and we all know how that ended.
Oh, yes. And he's still being asked about that. Define diffraction. What's diffraction, Mr. O?
I'm not talking about that one. There were at least two more.
Oh, was there?
Well, the first one was actually with me, Steve McRae, Sean Hufford, and Slice Barcane on Steve's channel.
Right.
Where he had Oakley, Riley, and Rentia, I think, on.
Yeah.
And after 45 minutes, Oakley just said that everything we said was strawman. Well, without making any points on why they would be. And then rage quit.
Okay.
So whenever he's away from his little mute button, he just can't stand the fact that he's not in control, which is why he will never join neutral platforms again.
Yeah, but that's how he works. Once he doesn't understand things, he shout the 10 fallacies he learned by heart and leave.
That's a fallacy. You can't fallacy that. You can't. That's an appeal to a fallacy.
When he is on his channel, obviously he will just not necessarily mute you, but turn your volume.
Oh, sorry about that.
Which is why just going on there, it's just not fun.
Sorry, I don't know if I cut you out because that was you said he'll just mute you, and I accidentally clicked on another room and everything went quiet. I'm sorry about that, Gio. That wasn't meant at all. I don't know if it did cut you off from the stream or not.
But I don't know. Let me just repeat it.
Yeah.
He will either mute you or he will put your volume so much down that the audience has no chance of hearing you.
Absolutely.
Or what he did before was actually when somebody was making a good point, he would switch onto his ads.
Sorry, switch on to?
He would switch over to his advertisements to be published in the stream while the hangout room was muted.
It's pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
We've got two more guests. One is a regular, Flint, and another is...
another fellow German speaking.
Looks like it. And the Yord said, is that how you'd say it? I don't know. We'll bring them in a second. I'll just quickly read that super chat from Mr. Now Pinion. Me and Little Miss Now reading a science book full of experiments for kids. I'm actually considering letting her debunk both Oakley and Riley. Definitely now. Definitely.
That's completely unfair. When
Yeah,
it comes
they
to
don't stand
brain
a
power,
chance.
I'm pretty sure that Oakley and Riley are unarmed.
They come, was it to a battle of wits unarmed? Listen now, please go ahead and do that. And if you video it, if you show it on your channel, I'm more than happy to mirror it or link to it or do something so that Little Miss Now's experiment gets a good uplift and a lot of people see it. That sounds fantastic. And thank you for the super chat. And Little Miss Now, have a fantastic new year. Looking forward to seeing what you do with your science experiments. Brilliant. Do that with your dad. Isn't that great? So let's bring in these two. We've got Flint and we've got, I don't know, is that and the Yord said? Is that how you say that?
No, it's Jord, like Jordan.
Do you know, I was going to say that, but I thought, no, I'll be a bit, what's the word?
Culturally sensitive, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I just made myself look like an idiot, but never mind.
Don't worry about it. Team Skeptic said the exact same thing, and the Yord said, I mean, if you want to call me Yord, that's fine. It's just my mom named me Jordan, so.
All right, I'm quite happy to call you Jord. That's fine. I just, yeah, there we go.
You should
not
get used to not having your nickname pronounced correctly. I'm used to it. You'll get used to it too.
Well, how did I do?
Hey,
Geostreber.
but Geostreber is not that hard.
Well,
No, Geostreber is not that hard.
Geostreber.
Yeah, almost.
Cool.
Actually, Streber, as in.
Streber.
Yeah, thank you. That's much better.
Geostreber.
Yes, that's good enough. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, fantastic. So at the end of 1 hour, I can pronounce my guest's name. Win.
That does sound like a win in my book.
Yeah, it's cool. So,
Yeah.
Jord, Flint's been on here before. Hello, Flint. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thanks for taking me in. We were just talking about D&D just up there.
Okay. So, George, this is your first time on my stream. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself? No more, no less than you're happy to share. You know, who are you, where are you from, or what do you do, or if you got a channel, you know, whatever you want to release.
Yeah, my name's Jordan. I'm sure most of you have seen me. Anybody in the chat's probably seen me in MC Toon streams. I'm kind of frequent there. I do have a channel. It's called And the George Said. I'm working on a video right now. I was working on a Nathan Thompson video, and then his whole channel got nuked. So all of my material just out, so that's fine. But if you guys want to check out my channel, I'm trying to get a couple flirts in to have a couple debates, and I don't know, that just seems like fun to me. And like I said to Flint and them, this is one of the first times I've ever caught you live, and I don't know, you said it was open mic, and
yes. Well, usually I'm pretty open mic unless you've got a very specific topic or a very specific guest. And even then, we'll often then go open mic, and I like to get people on. So you said you're obviously a regular around MC Toon. What a great guy he is.
Yeah, and he says the same about you. He's actually one of the people that he's the person, first place I ever heard your name, and then very quickly, you became one of my favorite content creators.
Thank you, George.
I watch almost every video you upload, and I try to catch.
What do you mean, almost?
I'm a busy guy.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
I'll just give you a hint. When you're talking to a flat earther, never assume that they know something. So you have to explain every single step to them. And second of all, don't make the mistake of turning those hangouts with flat earthers into clusterfucks. Have as few people as possible in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I'd be concerned. I've had several flat earthers in here, and I think, to be honest, they've mostly been surprised that I treated them with respect without just doing a Nathan Oakley on them. But the idea of having several, you could get swamped, and then there's always the fear, because some of them would result to things like porn bombing and that.
It was annoying when I talked to Peter and Pete, even though those are only two, they kind of act like five.
So,
Okay.
You're not familiar with them?
Sorry, guys. I've just had a message. Thank you for the person who sent that message. With regard to that chap, Aaron, who was in the side chat earlier on, and we tried to get on stream,
So
but it
not
didn't.
me.
No, not this Aaron, another Aaron. Let me just read that. Apparently, he claimed something in my live chat. This person asked him, is he implying that Mr. Sensible's a pedophile? His reply was, those are your words. I've seen evidence, but it's an old offence, and Mr. S paid the price.
The fuck?
Aaron,
Okay,
you
then,
disgusting schmuck.
I would say the following. Show us the evidence.
Yes. Yeah. Come in here, right now, make that allegation, so to speak, to my face. Okay? Because I can tell you 100% I have not in any way, shape or form been accused of, investigated for, tried for, or found guilty and convicted of anything to do with any sexual or child-based offence. Not at all. So if you have anything, you are wrong.
And I just wanted to say one thing, because I don't think this gets brought up enough. The thing that really upsets me about people who bring stuff like this up, especially such a sensitive topic, is that it's like the boy who cried wolf. The more and more you throw these allegations around, the less and less they mean anything.
Yes.
And it really upsets me, because, like, what if there was somebody that we knew for a fact, like, and then they'd be just like, oh, that's just internet going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, these are serious accusations, and you guys just throw them around like they're snowballs. Like, they don't understand the seriousness of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Especially considering this type of crime. I mean, that's the most disgusting shit there is.
Yeah.
I can't think of a worse allegation to make against somebody, to be honest.
Yeah, it's absolutely despicable. But Aaron, I'll tell you what, despite how despicable that is, if you have got the balls to come in here and come on the stream now, I will talk to you about this. I won't just harangue you. I won't swear at you, mute you, boot you, providing you're not swearing and hate speeching. Tell us calmly what this evidence is, and I will dispute it. If, however, you are sure that this evidence holds true, I am asking you, telling you, instructing you to take it to the authorities, and take it to the authorities now. I noticed you said, oh, it's been dealt with, so he's paid the price. Well, I know why you said that, because you're saying so you don't have to go to the police because it's already been dealt with. Bullshit. Come in here.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing. If you feel that you're overcrowded, Aaron, so I'm talking to the Aaron in the side chat, the troll. I assume everybody else in here, apart from Mr. Sensible, would be happy to leave if you think that we are too much and you would just get a group meeting or something.
I'll leave if Mr. Sensible wants me to leave, but I want to witness this.
We'd still be able to witness it, but I mean...
Oh, yeah, I guess live streamed up.
Yeah. But are you still in there, Aaron? Let's just have a quick look at participants. Yeah, Aaron, you're still there. So, I mean, earlier on I'd invited you on and we tried to get you on, but it didn't work. And then you throw around accusations like that. The thing is, I know it's bull, because I know it's not true. Everyone else, I guess, is going to have to take my word for it, and I'm assuming that the vast majority of them know me well enough to know that I don't lie. It's just mudslinging. It's disgusting. But come on here, and we'll have a chat. Not a flaming row. A chat. Have you got the balls? You got the balls to sit there in the side chat like some keyboard warrior and make accusations? Have you got the balls to come in here and talk and tell me this accusation? Have you? And as those guys said, and that's very kind of them, that they'll back out, go into the waiting room or whatever, or stand to one side or whatever, so we can discuss. So it's not 6-on-1 or whatever it is. It'll be you and me talking. Okay? Show us what you're made of, or shut the fuck up. And I don't swear on my channel, and I apologise, but that's a disgusting thing to do.
So apparently it was timed out by somebody in the side chat. So I think the right thing to do here is give him maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes or so to respond.
Okay, well, if he's been timed out, if someone can let me know. Oh, hold on, I've got a message from someone. I think it's not related. What's this? Oh, right, someone else has forwarded that same message. Thank you, that person that's also forwarded. It's the same one as before. Appreciate that. Yeah, so mods, give them a chance to actually yeah. Sorry, someone got a comment withheld. Anti-Heaven Sala got a comment withheld by YouTube. I've just enabled it because it's exactly what I said. Yeah, so I want Aaron to come on here. Okay, so give him a chance. You've got an opportunity. I know you might not be able to comment right now, Aaron, but you've got the opportunity to politely say, yeah, I'll come on. Okay, that's all you need to do, and we'll get you on here. Be interesting.
The link is in the video description.
It is indeed, yes. The Discord link below in the video description. Jump into the live waiting room. I'll try and keep an eye out, and we'll bring you in. I'm presuming it's the same name that was there before. Had a couple of L's in it. I won't mention it in case it's not something you want. Apparently, Mohammed
Shafiq's... You mentioned it before, actually.
Sorry, say again.
You mentioned it before, actually, already.
Which, what?
The second Aaron's Discord name.
Oh, did I? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Aaron, you can just go in. In fact, it doesn't matter if you're timed out or not there. You can jump into the live waiting room anyway. Andy Chaplin, super chatted £1. Thank you, Andy. Much appreciated. And yeah, I do apologise. Yeah, I don't swear. And the only times I've sworn on my videos, I deliberately cut them off for humorous effect.
See, but this is one place you are completely, like, I don't even want to say that you're validated in doing it. You're, like, this is one place where anybody should get red in the face. Like, I'd be screaming if I were you, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I'm often...
Because I've seen what... Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, George, I'm often told, how can you be so patient? I'd have lost my rag with them and so on, and I am a very patient person. And actually, I still feel patient now. I'm not steaming angry, but it's just so disgusting. It's the lowest of the low. You're not, Aaron. You're not pushing your argument forward. You're just making everyone disgusted at your behaviour.
Yeah, I have the same kind of experience there. That it doesn't really cause anger. It's more of a twisty, kind of disgusting feeling in the stomach.
Yeah,
because it's just such a horrible accusation that it's just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, if he came out with some evidence which smashed the globe Earth, I'm like, oh, he's proved me wrong, or how am I going to disprove that? How can I fight against that evidence? Yeah, but this is nothing to do with that. I mean, Aaron, you don't know me. I don't know you. What the hell would make you say something like that? Because I know you don't have evidence for it, because it hasn't happened. So what the hell has made you say that? Now, if you have been shown some evidence, what is it? Who gave it you? Because you've been fed a load of rubbish, if that's what the case is. And Mr. Gary Isle of Wight, super chatted £5. Have a beer on me. Happy New Year, Mr. S. Well, Happy New Year to you too, Gary. Thank you very much, my friend, and I do appreciate that. And look forward to seeing you on the stream sometime. Sorry, Gail?
Sorry, one beer is £5. It's a lot.
I'd say I don't go down the pub, so I don't know what the price of a beer is in the pub nowadays. I just got little beers in my fridge over here. That's about it. Oh dear.
I think where I'm at, you can get beer, shitty beer for 20 cents or something.
20? What the? Okay.
I'm an American.
Not sewer water, right?
What sort of beer is that?
Sorry?
I said, what sort of beer? 20 cents, did you say?
Yeah, it was shitty.
Are you sure it's not the stuff you rinse the bottles out with afterwards?
It's
No.
still got to taste better
You
than
know what?
Budweiser, though. It's still got to taste better than Budweiser.
So the area where I'm from back at home in Germany, around 100 kilometers, that's circle 100 kilometers around my hometown.
Yeah.
That's where about 50% of all different German beer varieties are made.
Wow.
And every single small village has its own little brewery.
That's nice, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
You get little micro breweries and small producers here in the UK with some fantastic names. I think it's great. I've got a couple of super chats to read out. Second best, Bob. Super chat £10. Thank you, Bob. Saying Happy New Year, Mr. Sensible. I've missed a few streams, but back now for Mage 3. The rocket? ? Well, I'll have to wait and see. Bob. Thank you for that. It's very kind of you, and Happy New Year to you. And Anti Herventalo, €5. Sorry for the YouTube moderation stuff. Hope this compensates a bit. Anti, it's absolutely fine. You only said what I said, or you only typed what I said. And yeah, as people said, it's one of those times perhaps it needed saying, perhaps. But we haven't seen you come in here yet, Aaron. And he's gone away. He's pussied out and gone away. There we go.
Suck it up.
Yes. We do have someone else waiting in the waiting room. Let me see if we can bring them in. Let's give it a try. Hello, good evening, Microbloganism.
Oh, Micro is here. Hi.
You're muted, Micro.
Ah, there we go.
Hello, Micro. Good evening to you.
Hello. Gio knows who I am.
Yeah, I know who he is.
He can introduce me.
No. Introduce him, Gio.
Well, should I introduce you?
Yes, do it.
So,
You describe me.
Microbloganism, a great friend of mine. He's also been running a small YouTube channel, just as I have done. And he's also in the debunking community. So welcome him here, I guess.
Yes, you're very welcome. Very welcome.
Hello.
And if you can drop a DM to me with your channel link or something, I'll get that posted
I can
up.
do that.
Good. Always welcome to see another debunker here. And is there any sort of particular aspect of it, or how do you tackle them? With humour, with taking a mickey, with anger, with science?
I don't do flat earths. I am a biologist, so it's biology stuff.
Ah, so what? So would that involve all this stuff about these young Earth creationists and evolution and stuff like that?
A couple. I've done, I think, one on that, but it's mostly alternative medicine and quackery.
Very, very good topic, man. And it's really glad to hear that like somebody with professional qualifications is discussing it, because that's something I've wanted to discuss, but I am nowhere near, not even close to being qualified to discuss it. There are a couple aspects of it that I'm comfortable with discussing, but like, I don't know. It's just nice to see somebody who, like you said, you're an actual biologist.
Yes. At least I'd like to believe I am. But my degree says so. But
well, Aaron is back in the participants list. Aaron, are you coming on the stream? There's an invite. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Flox MFPV. Noted it as well. So yeah, Aaron, this is your opportunity to. I'll be polite. Put up or shut up. Okay. To come on here, talk about whatever this alleged evidence is. Otherwise, you should not throw accusations around if you're not willing to defend what you're saying. Okay. Right. Yes. Sorry, Micro. Yeah. So
that's fine.
So, are you getting involved with discussions about COVID and vaccines and stuff like that as well?
Well, I have been on Twitter, but I'm not currently. I've had a bit of a break. Almost 2 years now, actually, making videos. First, because I needed. I was doing my masters, and now I'm trying to get a job. And when I don't have anything like a job or anything to do, I get very lazy. so I have no motivation to make stuff.
That's
It can
normal.
be hard, can't it? It can be hard.
Yeah. So
Exact opposite of me now. 'Cause I started in March, and now I'm starting to make videos, even though I will not have the time in March.
I am
So,
working on
2
something,
months.
but
2 months
COVID.
of me making videos and then nothing.
Good luck when you're trying to write a doctor's dissertation while simultaneously doing some debunking. And then having to put up with bachelor students. That's fun.
Sorry, gone quiet.
Although the COVID stuff moves too fast. Like there's people who have already debunked it by the time I would get my video out. I'm slow to make them.
Oh, sorry guys. Shills versus shills. As you can see, this is an opportunity for those who we may call trolls, who are accused of being trolls. And I know that you are accused of that, whatever you think. This is an opportunity for you to come onto the stream and talk about it. Not to be slagged off or shouted over or just sworn at or anything, but to talk about it, about why you do what you do, what the justification is and so on. If you would like to come on, the link to the Discord is in the description of the video. Come onto my Discord server, jump into the live waiting room, and then we'll put you on the stream and have a chat. Okay? This is an honest and open opportunity for discussion. Okay? I'm not trying to trick you onto there just so I can slag you off or anything like that. Okay? Because you've got quite a reputation, Shields. So man up and tell us what you do and why you do it. Come on the stream. Right, yes, sorry. Micro, I did post a link to
Thank you.
your channel, and I think someone else did as well. So
Yes, Demon Lord did as well, I think.
okay, cool. I've not had a chance to look at it yet, so you're very welcome here, of course. So what do you think the most of your debunking is then? You said sort of medicines. In what way, medicines?
Well, alternative medicine, quackery. Acupuncture, chiropractic, anti-cancer stuff. So
Don't forget the old chili juice.
well, I haven't actually done anything on that. So
Really?
Who was
Somebody
it?
had
Wow.
an ancient video there.
no,
Who
that's
was
not
it? Yeah, miles per hour. I don't know.
that.
You just reminded me of that, and I was about to ask who was it that just did that, and yeah, thank you for that, because that would have driven me crazy.
Have you ever tried any sort of alternative medicine?
No.
I have.
I did.
Yeah. What was your experience?
I'm getting terribly seasick, and I don't know if it's placebo or actually medicine which is working, but I didn't throw up anything, so it worked. So.
C-bands? Is it C-bands?
Right, guys, I'm sorry. I mean, this is the Trolls Night. Shields versus Shields has just had a message deleted. I'm going to, and that was quite right, but I'm going to read it out anyway. He said, all you Globers are a danger to children. Why would you say that? I mean, you're talking about 99% of the world's population, mate.
More.
You're talking about children as well. You're talking about young women, old women, young men, old men.
Don't forget people in a coma.
Yes. I mean, all these people here, are you seriously suggesting that? Of course you're not. You're just using it because you've got nothing else. You have no evidence. You can't dispute the evidence that's put in front of you. You can't show evidence of a flat earth. The best you guys can do is attack the evidence for a globe earth. And you can't even do that, so you just attack the person. You're not even attacking the person saying, oh, look, he's bold. No, you're going for the lowest of the low, aren't you? That's the best you can do, is to go as low as possible. That's nothing, Shields. Absolutely nothing. How sad. And you've got the opportunity right here, right now, to come on the stream and talk about it. If you have the balls. As it says up there, do trolls have balls? Well, so far tonight, not a single bloody one of them has. Guys, carry on. Sorry about that.
So, Micro, did you know that those homeopathic sugar pills, Globuli or how they're called, Do you know that they actually make you sick?
Yeah, diabetes.
Yeah, they give you diabetes, exactly.
They give you tattoo.
Well, I can. I had.
go ahead.
Sorry, I'm not one for alternative medicine, but around the time of being about 19, 20 years old, I had a terrible sort of eczema, sort of skin condition on my arms, and I'd been to the doctor, and they tried various things and tried various creams and goodness knows what, and none of it did any good. And then a doctor I saw at the time said, "Look, there's a Chinese acupuncturist and herbalist in Chinatown in London, which is where I was working at the time. They, when we give up, we send them along there because you've got nothing to lose." So I went, and as part of that,
So that doctor that should lose their license. That's really bad practice. Sending someone to something that doesn't work, which has risk.
Well, I don't know if there'd be risk with this, but let me carry on. This person told me to cut out dairy, fried food, alcohol, something else, and there was no acupuncture. It was sort of herbal teas, barks and twigs and leaves, and you boil it down and whatever. It tasted absolutely foul. It was disgusting, but it worked, and I'm thinking, wow. And I was supposed to keep off the fried food, alcohol and whatever for a bit longer, but I couldn't drink my cup of tea without milk in, and so I started with that, and it made no difference, so I was still okay. Then I couldn't have toast without a bit of marge or butter on, so I started that. I was still okay. I had a bit of alcohol, boom, come straight back. All it is an allergy to certain kinds of alcohol. So the medicine actually in itself didn't do anything, but the process as a whole enabled me to solve the situation, which is why I don't really drink now. I just have the occasional one, and that's not a problem.
Poor you.
No, it's not a problem. Well, I had
There-
one beer last night, and I woke up this morning. My head was feeling bad because I'm not used to it.
I'm pretty sure that's just a symptom of
sure,
getting
sure.
old, to be honest.
So
Oh,
I mean,
shoot.
one
Water, no
British
risk.
beer is pretty different to one German beer.
Wait, on that note, to anybody listening, Stößchen, Prosit, na zdrowie, gib bis Gul, Gesundheit.
I had one of those, but I put cream on it.
Gesundheit.
yeah, ingen vad vi säger.
Eggeschegedra.
Agishigedra. Now
Yeah,
that's
I
something
can-
I can.
I can speak without anyone in here
Hungarian, right?
understanding.
Someone else said Eggeschegedra. Was that you, Darren?
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
think
I'm
we had
having
the
a
chat.
stroke.
I'm half Hungarian. I
Of
speak
course, I
Hungarian.
think we've had that conversation, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Had that.
And on the other half. So between us, we've got about one Hungarian.
One Hungarian.
Oh, man. And still no sign of Shills versus Shills. It
Yeah,
turns
come
out
on,
that Shills
man.
versus Shills is yellow. So if anyone comes across him in chats or whatever, you can always comment that he was in the side chat and cordially invited onto a live stream to discuss, and he was too scared.
Yeah, that's normal. 95%, I would say, of trolls just they just don't want to show up.
No, it's like a bully. You stand up to a bully, and that's what it needs, is someone to stand up to him. Oh, I've got a message. Let me just have a look. With regard to this evidence that these people are talking about, and having a video of evidence, I've had a message. I don't know if you want me to give the name out or not, so I won't, but thank you, saying, beware, I have found all the evidence that they were talking about. It's on this video. I'll give a link below. Mage, mission above globe Earth, full flight, uncut. Nice one. And he said, sorry, I had to make light of a crappy situation. Thank you. Really appreciate that. And it did make me laugh. Have we got shills in here? No, of course not. Of course
Nope.
not.
No one.
There are plenty of shills in here.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I'm getting paid by NASA full time for sitting at home.
Are you?
Yeah.
And being a Glober.
He is being paid by brewery.
Ooh.
By brewery.
That is not a joke.
I have 129 subscribers, and I got told that I get paid to do YouTube. Like, if I get paid to do it, I got fired a while ago.
Wow. I mean, the thing is, just think where you'll be when you have 1,000 subscribers. You will be living the life of Riley. Won't you?
Oh,
Well,
God.
not Riley, because he just spends his time looking at eggs and wearing a white coat.
Oh,
But you know
oh
what I
my
mean.
God! You just made him scared. How dare you compare life or his existence with that of Riley? Oh my God! Like holy shit!
I was gonna say, if this is the road that leads me to the path of Riley, I might want to jump off of it really quickly.
This is true. Or throw yourself in front of a bus or something.
Yeah. That's the kind of future that makes you think about switching out your bathtub rubber ducky for a toaster.
Why not just buy a rubber ducky with a built-in toaster?
Well, I see that Treading the Boards says, to have any evidence of your wrongdoing, Mr. S, they would need to know your full name and address. Well, they would do for something like that, wouldn't they? And perhaps even the town I live in, or the county, or even which part of the UK, as in England, Ireland, Scotland, or Wales.
I'll be right back, guys.
Be right back after this break. This important announcement from our sponsors. I think there is an important announcement from the sponsors. Mr. Robert Williams super chatted $4.99. Thank you, Robert, saying, in defence of the Flurfs, the Mage video is long, hard for them to swallow, and you just said it's uncut. Read between the lines there, people. That's very clever, Robert. That's right. Right, long, hard, and uncut. Yeah.
And hard to swallow.
And hard to swallow. It must make them spit. It must make them spit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Leaves a salty taste in your mouth.
Oh, man. Oh, you must have.
That makes it even worse.
A change of subject. Have you ever heard that story about some biology tutor told that he was doing some biology discussion and was talking about those little swimmy things and said that there's
Fish?
There's lots of sugars in that substance, and a girl at the back put her hand up and said, then why does it taste salty? And he said, I think that's because your sweet taste buds are at the front of your mouth. She realised what she said, went red, walked out, and never came back.
And he would be wrong because that's a myth.
Yeah, it could be me getting the story wrong, but here we. Oh right, Mr. Shields, Mr. Scared as a kitten Shields has made another post. You Globers, meaning zealots like Wrong and Mr. Senseless, who defend the potato earth, you Globers are a danger to our children. Stay away from them, Buttercup. Hey, mister, you admitted something before without knowing so, lol. Well, that would be hard for me to admit anything, Shields, as I've not done anything. Of course, come on the stream and tell us what it is.
Globers.
Yeah.
If all the kids need to stay away from Globers, they need to shut themselves in their rooms.
Can't talk to their parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I did miss it. I see I've got a new member. Anti-Hervan Salo, upgraded membership to Sensible Fan. Well, thank you very much, Auntie. I really, really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Very kind. Yeah, you're going to be on your own, really, there, Shields, aren't you? And if all the kids are kept away from everyone else, you're going to have an awful lot of children to look after by yourself.
Shields daycare.
Shields daycare. But let it be known here and now and bring it out widely. Shields versus Shields is a pussy and too scared to come on the stream to make the accusation in voice to me.
That's not fair. You can't compare him to a pussy because he lacks the warmth and depth.
Oh dear. How embarrassing, Shields.
Blimey.
Is Shilsdale?
Warum?
Is Shilsdale? No! No!
No.
No! Oh, and by the way, the person who gave the link to the Mage video as the evidence is happy announcing name, so that's Pearlfish. Thank you for that, Pearl. Okay, well, Pearl, give us a shout sometime and we can chat about that sort of stuff. That's brilliant. Thank you for the message. Do you know what? This is such a great community, isn't it? I've said it before.
It is, yes.
Yeah, said it before, said it again. I mean, you said you sort of pretty much been out of it. Was it for about a year, Joe?
No, I haven't really been out of the community. I just didn't have the time and the internet capacity to stream. But I've joined other people's hangouts. I've tried to argue as much as possible. It's just a matter of not being actually able to upload something on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay. No, I just wondered if you'd been gone and come back. Had you noticed any changes in that time?
Not really. I haven't been like completely out of the community.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a wonderful community. Look at the sad situation with Booleanator.
Oh yeah.
And now thousands of dollars have been raised. That's wonderful. That's I'm going to say here and now, I didn't know Booleanator. I'd not seen any of it. I don't even know what he did, videos or streams or whatever. But he's part of the community, so I chipped in. I chipped in a little, and I'd ask that other people look into it and perhaps consider it. I've forgotten who is it. Sean?
No, they don't.
Yeah,
they
Sean
don't
Hufford.
need to-
Sean Hufford's
They don't
doing a
need to
charity thing for him.
anymore.
Sorry,
They don't need
The,
to anymore. The gun
yeah.
it's been fully funded. So
Fully funded,
anything-
okay.
It's been
Oh,
reached,
wait,
so
now
it's
we'll do-
done.
Oh,
All the
that's-
funeral expenses and so on and so forth are covered.
It's amazing.
Isn't that wonderful? And someone said that I think was it his mum was over the moon and sent her thanks. Was it his mum? I'm not sure, but his family. But
It was
yeah.
either his mom or his sister.
yeah. I mean, that's a terrible thing that they're going through right now, but at least they don't have to worry about that. Bang, the money is paid for. That's brilliant.
And that is all due to this community.
Yes.
Like you can say what you want about the argument between flat earth and globe earth. This community, this group of people that everybody's a part of. I'm just seeing Gary IOW, Colin, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I was about to start. Oh,
Yeah, carry on.
no. Discord just closed on me. I don't understand how I'm still in the call.
Yeah, you're still here.
But yeah, we're all just, everybody in this community is an amazing person. I've yet to meet one single person in this community that hasn't made me laugh, made me smile, or done their best to just do as much good as they can in this world. So I just pat on the back to the debunking community here, because you guys freaking deserve it.
Don't they just? Yeah. I mean, it is just incredible. I mean, just put yourself in a position of him, and knowing now that if you're in that position, these other guys here in this chat, the guys on the other Discord servers, the guys on the other streams and so on, will help. That's just amazing, isn't it? Just amazing.
I do
It's almost as if
remember.
we are like humans,
Yeah, but yeah, I know.
Well, you
but
know damn well that the flat earthers wouldn't support each other like that.
not like that. Although,
well,
didn't they supported they supported Phuket or Phuket Word to get back to Thailand, didn't they? And I think Wolfie chipped in for that as well.
Didn't Dell have something a while back that I know a lot of people from the debunking community even helped him out with that. Something about a young child in his family being sick or something and needing surgery. I forget about it. I know Conspiracy Cats posted it on his, and I actually donated a little bit to that just because,
But that's right. It's the person, isn't it? It doesn't matter what his argument is.
It's just being a human, like whoever said.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I wasn't
Yeah,
looking at Discord.
And of course, Mr. Oakley's raised funds for his sponge walls. Yeah. Okay. I didn't donate to that one, I must admit. I didn't feel the calling to support him in his quest for audio perfection. Sorry.
Oh, that kind of sponge. I was like, wait. Is he...
Not sponge cake.
No, I was thinking of the animal. I was like, wait, what?
Barry Ons just said if Phuket Word was in my country, I'd support him getting back to Thailand as well. Oh, but did you see the video of it when he got back and surprised his kids? That was nice. I think he got trapped out of country because of COVID, and I don't know all the issues. So that's no one's fault. And I mean, the guy writes rubbish. He's an idiot, but he seems quite harmless. He's not one of these obnoxious people, is he? Not like
I think I tend to agree with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Far from being as bad as the two Nathans, for example.
Oh yeah.
Isn't there a third one? Nathan.
Oakley, Nathan Thompson,
Roberts,
Nathan
yes.
Roberts. Nathan Roberts is the more religious. Well, actually, is Nathan Thompson religious as well?
Yes.
think
Yes.
he
Yes.
is.
Nathan Thompson is, yeah.
Yeah, and Roberts is. He's the one with a marksman's cross on his head, isn't he? He's always wearing that hat with a target on it. Oh, I see. It's the cross of Jesus. I didn't realise.
Are you saying that he's a professional target?
Gets a lot
Let's
of
just
work
cut
as
that down. He's a
human.
professional git. Oh, Gary Wybenga. Okay, you've been accused of trolling. Gary, would you like to come on the stream? You've not been seen around much tonight, I don't think. You're welcome to hop on. We will talk.
He's been a troll for years.
I know. But he did have a laugh, though, didn't you, Gary? He made a comment that I saw, and he asked, so did Mr. Oakley get called to the police station? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, he did. So Gary seemed to think that was funny as well. But Gary, come on here. Let's have a chat with you. You've not been making the accusations some of the others have, as far as I'm aware. So you're not the worst of the worst.
He's just been getting things about the resolution of the human eye wrong.
Yeah. And,
I don't think I've ever seen Gary Wybenga joining a live stream.
Well,
At least I can't recall a single instance.
I thought he joined Reds at one point.
Could be.
At one point.
But again, I just can't recall it. It's possible that he did, but I don't have anything in mind.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Couldn't think about his voice, things like that. So.
Well, I managed to persuade Multi TomTom to come on, and he was okay on here. He was on here for about 15 minutes, but then I had another guest that was pre-planned, so he had to leave. But that was all right. So, Gary, you know that Multi TomTom's been on here. So if you feel able to come in, we shall give you the time of day. It's your chance to tell us some of your things that you're always copy-pastoring, because that's what keeps getting you blocked, isn't it, when you keep copy-pastoring and all the rubbish again and again and again. There we go. Which I'd call that sort of trolling or whatever, but not vicious trolling or nasty trolling. It's just trolling.
Just spamming, yeah.
Yeah, spamming. That's probably a better word. Yes.
All right, so I can't get Discord to come back up, so
you're still here.
That's interesting.
I'm going to. It's running in the background, so I'm going to end the task. So I'll probably drop out for a bit, but I don't know if I'll be able to come back in, honestly.
Okay. Well, listen, George. Thank you for coming in, and big thanks, of course, to MC, excellent guy, for introducing us or myself to you. You're very, very welcome. Welcome to come in at any other time. So if you want to come back and you're able to come back, that's fine. Just come to. You won't be able to come into here. You'll have to go to the waiting room. If I see you there, I'll drag you in. Okay. But otherwise, thank you very much, pal. And
thank you so much for having me. You as well.
My pleasure. Take care then. Bye bye.
Yep.
Oh, we got someone.
I'm also gonna head out. I have another thing that's coming up in 15 minutes.
Another thing. Yes.
Yes.
Do you know, when I was on my way here, I saw a thing that was not on top of another thing. It was most disturbing. Only fans of Python will get that. Okay, listen, Micro, thank you to you too. Very welcome here. feel free to drop in another time. Yeah.
I will.
Okay. Cool.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. And we've got someone else new in the waiting room, getting lots of new names tonight, which is nice. So let's bring this person in. Hello. Good evening. Oh, he ran away again.
Left.
No, he's still there.
Yeah, but he
He's
ran
in the
away out of the
arena.
room. I'm going to try. Oh, he's gone back into. Maybe he's got issues. I shall ask the colon to. Oh, that's the wrong button. Ask colon to let me know if he's ready. Yeah, colon, you can hear me, can't you? Tell me, DM me when. Was it kill the? I can't see. Kill. I can't see the name now.
Kill the man.
Kill the Manny. Oh, he's gone into another room. He's flitting all over the place. Okay. Well, kill the Manny. If you can hear me, if you want to come in, you need to sit in the live waiting room. If you don't go in the live waiting room. Okay, because I won't pull you in from where you are now. Excellent. Oh, Nathan Thompson
That you want to
destroyed
be
Aaron
talking
Ra,
about?
did he?
Obvious. I don't know about that.
No, apparently Kill the Manny has mic issues. Okay, well listen, Kilda, keep trying. Jump. I won't pull you out of the waiting room until I get a message from Colon. So feel free to jump into the live waiting room, see if Colon can help you get that working. Yeah, so Nathan Thompson destroyed Aaron Ra, has he? Wow. Are you going to tell us about that, Brian? That'll be interesting. Aaron Ra. He's a good bloke. Although I must admit, I like Matt Dillahunty. He's one I really, really enjoy listening to on the Atheist Experience.
They both get some things about philosophy wrong.
Oh, I'm sure, but no one's going to get everything right. I just like
That's
him.
true.
He's a very clever guy, though, isn't he? And it always makes me laugh when the people he's arguing with say, well, you don't know anything. You need to read the Bible. And he turns around and says, well, actually, I trained for however many years as a pastor and I decided I didn't believe it. And he knows his Bible inside out, so that's always interesting.
I had I chatted maybe like 1.5 years ago at this point with a flat earther by the name of Betty van Velzen, if you're familiar with her.
No, not heard it.
And she asked me about the 10 Commandments, and I said, yeah, okay, which set?
Right.
To which she was absolutely astounded, because if you actually read the Bible, there's actually 2 different sets with 2 different commandments. And the first set is absolutely hilarious. It's about, or the second set I think is absolutely hilarious. It's about boiling baby goats in their mother's milk and stuff like that, which I find pretty funny.
What I always find interesting is when they you talk about the slavery thing or whatever as an argument. They say, but that was the Old Testament. Oh, right. That would be the Old Testament where your 10 Commandments are, would it? Is that the Old Testament that we ignore? Samuels asks, so do you like coffee and walnut cake or not? Do you know what? That's something that has been much on my mind in recent weeks, and I have decided that yes, I do like coffee and walnut cake. And also, of course, lardy cake. Can't go wrong with a bit of lardy cake either. You ever tried lardy cake? Well, any of you guys?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's likewise.
Yeah, well, you all need to pop over, and when you pop over here, pop round to my house, and we'll give you some lardy cake. You'll love it.
Well, I would if I could, but there's this Brexit thing, which is kind of annoying.
I think you're still allowed in.
You know, I've been spending the entire morning taking my Sharpie and crossing out the UK from Eurobank notes just to correct for that.
I have to do this shit. I have proper money, not like yours.
Actually, I'm not in the Eurozone anymore.
But that is quite funny. Of course, most people here have got to change their car number plates now. All of them got this stupid blue thing with all the little stars on, so you've got to change the number plates. I thought that's probably,
right. Yeah. Right, exactly. They all have the Euro symbols on there, don't they? Or the European
Although
Union
it was always optional. People could choose the Union Jack instead. So it was an optional thing anyway, so not everyone has that. Yeah.
You know, just a question. Do you not accept that Brexit didn't work considering the fact that we are still in your Discord server?
Yes, but the authorities are on their way right now. They'll deal with you.
You can disconnect the internet and float off into the Atlantic Ocean.
Have you heard about that garbage island in the Atlantic Ocean? They recently left the EU.
The big
sorry,
one, which we failed to bomb.
Sorry. I was just reading something, and that threw me. Say that again.
Have you heard about that giant garbage patch in the Atlantic Ocean? They
Right.
just left the European Union.
Interesting.
Yeah, sorry, enough
Yes.
Brexit jokes.
Well,
I mean, I had my fair fun at was United Kingdom airport in Edinburgh, and yeah, there was like a sign saying, yeah, well, EU countries go there and non-EU countries go there. Like, hey, yeah, I'm Swiss. I just go to the non-EU. And yeah, that was wrong. They were meaning Europe, not the European Union. I was
No,
like,
they're
yeah,
probably
right
talking about
that out.
They're probably talking about Schengen.
Yeah, they should have written Schengen countries, not EU, because Schengen and EU countries are something completely different. But
Yeah, but,
Yeah, well-
but do you understand? Do you really expect them to understand the difference?
well, that was a while back. That was in 2014. So
guys,
Yeah.
guys, I've got a few. I just thought I'd check super chats. I've missed a few. Sorry, people. So I'll catch up on them quickly. The Snark super chat €5. Thank you, Snark. Saying, is it beer o'clock yet? I think it probably is, pal. Knock yourself out.
yes,
TTF 3700 super chatted $5 Thank you, TTF. New name. Welcome. Saying, I mentioned to PhD Tony that you're a truly stand-up gentleman. He said even more so than what you see on your channel. Well, that's nice, isn't it? He lies well, does PhD Tony, doesn't he? You believe anything he said. Thank you, TTF, and thank you, PhD Tony. And Weeaboo Metalhead super chatted $5 US, saying, Geo, I am in America, and you don't want most beers that run less than $5 here.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I was gonna, while you guys were talking about beer, I was gonna say about that same exact thing. If most water here is just boiled hop juice, like it's not very good. Like I said, the best you have to look forward here for cheap is Budweiser, and
It might be crap, but do you know what I like? And that's Red Stripe.
I've not heard of that.
To be fair to that person that made the comment, I wouldn't want most beers that cost more than $5 either.
Well, moving on, Maxwell's Hammer 5 super chatted $4 $99. Thank you, Maxwell's. For Mage 3, send Oakley up in the balloon. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that, Maxwell's. And Robert Williams super chatted $4.99. In defence of the Flurfs, the Mage video is long, hard for them to swallow, and you just said it's uncut. We read that, so how did I miss out those other super chats? That's a whole bunch.
I was just about to say sending Oakley up in a balloon is probably not that bad of an idea, considering the fact that he already carries all that hot air with him.
Yeah, but you have to decline,
and with Coriolis,
you
he'll
have
end
to
up
decline
1,000 miles
just
away,
shoot
of
me.
course.
And you have to decline just shoot me giving you a parachute.
What happens though if he drifts over to across the
mentioned
channel?
chicken suit.
He'd be coming in without a visa then, wouldn't he? Now we're no longer part of the E EU.
Not trash into the ocean. Just saying.
Oh dear. So have we still got this Aaron kicking about? Is he still there, anyone? Or is he cleared off?
Last I saw he was. Doesn't look like it though. At least when I rejoined, I saw he posted something.
Yeah, he's
Gary
not-
Wybanga's still in the chat.
Oh, hot. Gary, the invitation is still open. And a special message for Mr. Bill Devitt, if you're listening. You look rather blue, Bill. Thank you very much. And I appreciate your support and the support you've given me on Twitter as well. Cheers. Yes. Gary Wybenga, you are still there, Gary. You are. So you could come in, couldn't you? Come in, have a chat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't even have to talk about the shape of the Earth.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here talking.
Pull up, have a cup of tea, a nice piece of cake, meet the missus. Come on in.
See,
We'll talk
pull
about crappy American beer.
up means something completely different in America. So
What? Pull up a chair.
pull up means like, come on, come up to my house. Pull up, let's swing, let's fight.
Oh, I see. Okay. If only Americans knew English, eh? It would help.
Yeah.
What do you expect from a nation where the average person speaks 0.7 languages?
Hey, look. I speak at least 1.1 languages. I know like 5 German words.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm sitting at
Wait,
like
let me
2.7.
guess them. Beer, danke, hallo, Prosit, and mehr Bier. Schnitzel.
Schnitzel. The phrase I always remember from school is "Wie komme ich am besten zum Bahnhof?"
Oh, nice.
And you
was
don't
it.
want to go to a German train station. You will never get anywhere on time.
No,
Yeah.
but at least I would get to the German train station.
Get to the train station. That's at least something. If you get anything further, yeah, well, good luck. It's a gamble.
Oh dear.
Oh, Aaron is back.
Oh, Aaron. Aaron is back again. Still
Oh, he
getting
got
messages. Address it. Aaron just says address it. Address what, Aaron? Come in here and tell us what it is, and I will address it. Okay?
Present it to be addressed. How are we
Yep.
going to address something that hasn't been presented? Or
'Cause
how's
right
Mr.
now-
Sensible?
Right now, all I've heard is some wild-ass accusations hinting at pedophilia and previous convictions, and that's it. So what am I going to address since it's untrue? So I suggest you come in here and perhaps drop some heavier hints to jog my memory, perhaps, so then I'll be able to address it. Because right now, you have nothing.
Talking a load of shite, as the Brits would say.
Yeah, but I'm giving you the chance, the honest chance to come in here and discuss it. So
He has been timed out again.
yeah, he's been timed out. But Aaron, you can. That doesn't mean you can't see the stream. You can come onto my Discord server, and you're not timed out from there. You're timed out from the side chat on the YouTube channel by one of the mods. Okay, so come onto the Discord server. I would suggest that either, as I have before, you put up, show us your evidence, have a man-to-man discussion about this, or you haven't got anything, have you? In which case you should shut up. Because how would you like people making accusations like that about you without evidence? So there you go. It'd be interesting. So far, none.
But of course they won't, because at the end of the day, they're not worried about any potential children that you may or may not have abused in any way.
Yeah.
They're only worried about discrediting you, making you look bad. And that's the most disgusting part of it, because if they genuinely believed in it, then there would be like some saving grace. Like, you can be wrong but still be in the right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say there's nothing. They're just wrong and in the wrong. Like, I don't know how to put it any more clear than that.
I mean, I know what you mean. If I believed something like that of you, and I treated it properly, I went to the police, but I honestly believed that, then that's the right thing to do.
Right.
Okay, and I know that if you made that accusation to the police about me because you had some evidence or you believed it was evidence, then I would say, yeah, that's the right thing for you to do. You're wrong, Jord, and look, the police investigated and they've shown that you are incorrect. There is nothing. But I understand why you did it, and that's fair enough. But if you just went mouthing off left, right and centre telling people this without having the guts to go to the authorities and then that's wrong, isn't it? And we know, well, even more so perhaps than many, the trouble MC's been having, MC Toon's been having over exactly this, with that gutter snipe Kim Drops, who's making those accusations to him.
We've talked about that a little bit in private. There have been some things that, like, I pretty much said the same thing to him that I said to you. I don't understand how you're not fuming, like, especially considering, like, just there's, I don't know. You guys are way more patient than I could ever be. I'd be screaming, threatening somebody, trying to get as many, like, you said it, come on my channel right now.
But I mean, MC, he is a true gent, isn't he? And
he is.
He said to Kim Drops, he said, if you have that evidence, go to the authorities, report it. You can come on my stream, show me the evidence, and if I agree there's some evidence, I'll give you the details of my local police force so you can report it directly to them. So that's how open he is about it. Otherwise, he'd want an apology, and quite right too. But Kim Drops has not got, what's the word? The honour or integrity or the evidence. That's right. So instead, what did he do? He went onto some other Facebook or something, Facebook or Askbook or Twitter or something, and just released another video about it, alleging it. It's despicable.
There is a video. I'm sharing it with you at the moment in Discord, which I recommend that everybody watches this. It's what caused this situation about 2 years ago, maybe, between Oakley and Gem Panda. So at the Snark and the side chat, the full link is coming. I just can't post it because I'm not a moderator.
Yeah, so someone posting that.
You can just moderate
I can
me
post
if you want
it.
to.
Hold on a sec. There we go. It's in the chat. And I don't know if it's Lolly the Trolley or Lowly the Trolley, but forgive me. Super chat $5 US, thank you. Saying nobody here has the wind or the balls to disprove facts and evidence. By the way, don't drink anything below 8% alcohol if you want to have a good and fun time. Thank you, Lolly. I've posted that link. So this is the one that was the start of what trouble? The start.
This video documents the things that happened between Gem Panda and Oakley.
Okay.
Well, as told by Gem Panda.
Oh, right. Hold everything, guys. Cat Life get Vixter. You made a comment to me, didn't you, Cat Life? Would you like to come on the live stream? This is open to people who are trolls, consider themselves trolls, or accused of being trolls. You made a comment. I'm giving you the opportunity to come on here and discuss it respectfully. Would you like to? The link to my Discord is just below in the description. Hop on there, jump into the live waiting room. Okay? Because I had never heard of you before. Suddenly you pop up on one of my videos and make a comment. It was one... Oh, you're trying to join. Okay. Thank you, Cat Life. Respect for that. That would be interesting. So just to let you know, Cat Life, if you do come on, these other guys, we'll move them out of the room, so it's just you and I. So you're not going to get ganged up on or anything like that. Okay, I think that's fair enough.
Sure thing.
Yep. But not yet, guys. Let's see if she turns up. In which case, then we'll address that. But she says she's trying to join.
There is someone in the waiting room. I don't know if that's Cat or not.
Colon, can you find out and DM me if that's Cat Life or not? Because I'm looking up some stuff.
I must say, I need to leave very shortly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's after midnight over here.
Yeah.
It's technically today is now the last day of the holidays, so gotta get my day and night rhythm back in order.
Oh, I know what that's like.
Oh yeah, just don't remind me of that.
Well, listen, Gerstreber, thank you very, very much for coming on tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on here, sir.
Sure, thank you very much for having me on. And should you ever do something like this again, where my presence would be required or needed or wanted, just send me a message.
Well, thank you. And if you're ever passing, you just got a few minutes and you see I'm on stream, please feel free to jump into the live waiting room if you wish, or just kick around in the side chat. That's fine too.
Sure.
Okay.
Then have a nice night, I guess, everybody, and see you at some point in the future.
It was nice meeting you, man. Yeah, guten Abend. I know that one. That means good night.
Well done.
It means good evening.
Or good evening. Yeah.
Good Nacht.
Guten Nacht is good. Yeah, because Nacht der Toten means Night of the Dead, which is a Call of Duty Zombies map, which is the reason I started learning German.
Okay.
Now that's awesome.
Yeah. Colon. Is this person Cat?
The microphone is open, but they haven't responded to me at all.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I accidentally jumped out of the stream.
Deuce.
Right, Cat.
We saw that.
Sorry, you saw me. That's
Yeah, we
interesting.
saw you
When I
leave.
jumped into the other room, could you
you just-
hear me?
You just
No, we
chickened out
couldn't
of your
hear
own
you.
stream.
I didn't chicken out my own stream. I jumped. I meant to send a
You were
message.
too afraid of us.
I meant to send a message to Colon and clicked on the room, so it took me straight in there.
Yeah, I think that's what happened when I was trying to join. All I heard was the Discord notification that you were in the room. I heard you go, oh, and then you left. I was rolling. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, yeah, if you're in the live waiting room, then you're fair game to be dragged on. But apparently, Sci-Files there is having some mic problems or is not responding or something, so I'll leave them there for now. So I see Cat Life is still in the list of participants. Cat Life, this is your chance to come in. All you need to do is click on that Discord link in the description. That will get you into my server. And then, get you into my server. Then see the room on the left-hand side called Live Waiting Room. And I will drag you into the live room, which is where me and these guys are talking. Like I said, you will not get bullied. And if you aren't comfortable having them, there's only 3 others here right now. But if you're not comfortable, I'll ask those guys to sit in the live waiting room while we have a little chat. I do hope you'll come in because, like I said, I had never heard you before. I've had a look at your channel and you don't seem to have anything in particular about Flat Earth or anything like that I noticed. So I'm not quite sure what your axe is that you want to grind. Oh, you also found that joke very offensive. Yeah, okay, you didn't like the joke, but we don't have the right not to be offended. Okay? But, okay, Cat Life, since you're unable to get in, I appreciate it's a bit more difficult with you in the chat. You were offended by a joke, which apparently, to my knowledge, is actually a true story. But okay, you're offended by a joke. But you did see fit to post this on one of my videos earlier, didn't you, Cat? Let's just switch this back on. You posted, keep your kids indoors, folks. Implying some sort of paedophile thing again. Why the hell would you come onto one of my videos, someone who, as far as I know, you don't know me at all, you don't know my videos at all, and post something like that? I'd like to hear your justification. You have the chance to come on the stream and give a justification, but for whatever reason, apparently you're not, or you're unable. Okay, I'll take that at face value. We don't have the right not to be offended. Pot, kettle, black. Yeah, this you posting that isn't something for me to be offended or not offended about. That's a libelous, disgusting allegation. You do realise that things like that is Malicious Communications Act, causing harassment, alarm and distress. That's a crime. That is a crime, Cat. And in case you don't know, just very, very recently, a certain flat earther made hints about doxing me. He got he got a request from the police to come to the police station. He was told he's skating on thin ice and was given a warning. You can't do this sort of thing. Now, I don't know you from Adam. I've just seen a few minutes of a couple of your videos. Seen you there, sat there eating your lunch, waffling about something. I don't know. You've come onto a totally random channel as far as I'm concerned. No connection with Flat Earth or Globe Earth. And just make a comment like that. That's not a case of being offended or not. People say horrible things. That's fine. I could say horrible things about you. I won't, because there's no need. You could say horrible things about me. And to be honest, it'd be water off a duck's back. This isn't it. You're alleging someone being a paedophile. You know, people have been beaten up. People have lost their jobs. People have been attacked. Even someone who's a paediatrician was attacked by idiots who thought they were doing the right thing. Because of stupid comments like this. I'm sorry, but you are wrong. You are bigly wrong. You should be ashamed of that comment. Call me old, call me bold, call me ugly. That's fine. This isn't.
And true.
Sorry, George?
It's fine and true.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make a little joke there.
Well,
lower it down just a little bit. I understand. Like I said, I understand, but I don't know. Trying to keep it happy and merry and.
Oh, apparently, honestly, that joke caused her alarm and distress. How did a joke alarm and distress you? I mentioned swimmers and tadpoles. I'm sorry, as I said, I have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom not to be offended. I do not have freedom to harass you or cause harassment, alarm or distress. But I'm not. I'm just freedom of speech. I've not followed you around. I've not made comments on your videos. Nothing like that. No. But you apparently have, what was it you said? That caused you alarm and distress. But accusing someone you don't know without any evidence, basically, of some sort of paedophilic offence or tendency, you don't think that's harassment, alarm or distress, do you? Nah, well, I think I don't really need to say anything else. Everyone can see exactly what you are, Kat. Yeah. I mean, I visited your channel, which has that name, Cat Life Gert Vixter Vlogs and with live streams. Wasn't very impressive, was it, love? I should go back and try and polish up your production values before you come round. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that. Right, guys, let us not be downhearted. Someone say something happy. There's nothing.
Tomorrow we go on holiday, so yeah.
Oh, where are you going?
Basically just inserts onto a skiing resort. For me, it's just like, just relaxing out, and my nephew,
okay,
if I got it right, is going into skiing school, and I'm just trying to make some videos, maybe get into my costume and make videos there, whatever. So I'm just going to do that.
That sounds like a great time. I used to live next to a pretty big hill that a bunch of people would come and ski down, and I remember one day this guy was going down the ski slope while reading a book while smoking a cigarette.
That's pretty cool. Did he have a beer on the go as well?
You just mentioned ski's image was pulled from the darkest reaches of my brain.
So I just seen that Cat Life posted that joke was very offensive. Well, maybe it was Cat Life, but then so are you. Right.
No more offensive than calling an innocent man a pedophile.
No, exactly. Hey.
Honestly, is that kind of behavior sickens me, because I have somebody I know somebody who is actually, in that sort of predicament where he is, and through various things I will not mention, he is there, and it is hurting his reputation very much because people then just accuse random people, and he's actually trying to get his life together and get help, and this sickens me. I know he is ill, he needs help, and he tries his best to live. And if you keep on accusing people just of because I see something, look, there's a 33 or whatever, it sickens me. And if you don't stop such kind of behavior, where are we going? Either
Right.
man up, get in here, show your evidence, and as mentioned, he will forward you details to contact his local police. If you don't do that, suck it up, princess, please. On that note, Nastrovi.
This all honestly, I can't help but see how coincidental it is that all of this came from the fallout of Mage. Like,
in fact, yes.
They could not debunk Mage, so they had to move on to this bullshit, which is honestly disgusting.
Yeah. No, it is terrible. But you're right.
Be
I
right
hadn't
back,
really thought about
guys.
it. Yeah, we had Mage. We got the Mage Rage list with a whole bunch of people who have attempted it, varying degrees of success or otherwise. And then we've got one or two people who are clever enough to actually understand that they can't debunk it, so they haven't even tried, and they've turned to this instead. And sorry, just to change the subject, Aaron Armstrong asked if there was nicotine in this vape, and then is that really giving up smoking? Aaron, yes, there's nicotine in the vape, but it is giving up smoking. Nicotine itself, this is my public health lesson, nicotine itself is harmful, but not really much more harmful than caffeine. The problem is, delivered in a cigarette, it's all the other crap you're breathing all the time. That's the really dangerous stuff. The nicotine itself is not that dangerous. Okay, but I appreciate the thought, and the advantage is I can slowly lower the level of nicotine because I've got these little add-on bottles. So as you can't really see that it's not quite a full bottle gone in there. So over time I can lower it. But appreciate that. I do apologise. I've forgotten what we were just saying. Can you go back to that again? What were we just talking about? Oh, My Ugly Truce is here.
No idea.
My Ugly Truce, are you here? Let's have a quick look.
I'm sorry, I keep popping in and out, guys. I got dogs that need let out.
That's no worry, George, not a problem. My Ugly Truth Turret, you are here. You aren't blocked, are you? I hadn't blocked you, and I hadn't blocked you before. You said I'd blocked you last time. Here is your opportunity. Use the Discord link in the description, which will get you into my Discord server, and jump into the live waiting room. We'll get you on here, and we can have a chat. Because I understand you've got some stuff, some evidence or allegations or something like that. That's fine. I'm willing to listen. Okay, and give you a voice on this. So we'll give you a few minutes. Hopefully you can get in. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure everybody in this call can agree right now that if there is evidence, it needs to be seen.
Well, My Ugly Truth apparently has posted in the super chat. Thank you, the person who sent me that screen cap, saying you've obviously not seen the videos. Oh, well, these the alleged videos that YouTube keep taking down, of which I'm not aware, that apparently show what? Because they certainly don't show me. They can't show details of any court cases because there haven't been any. But do tell. I'm so interested to know about this whole history I'm not aware of.
And it's funny that if the excuse for not showing it is that it's not on YouTube anymore, you act like flat earthers have never heard of BitChute
Yep.
or any of the multiple streaming sites that people use because they're upset about YouTube's
Getting rid of everything. Yeah.
policy.
So
Like,
there's an option. Perhaps you can give these evidential videos to someone who also has a BitChute channel. Lonely the Trolley asks, what is my vape? What's the percentage and brand? The machine name escapes me. Oh, Schmook, SMOK, and also Nano Taro. Those are the two. Oh, you can't see that because of the green screen. So two very different size things. The vape is, well, I either have, it's Q-Sig. It's either Virginia or RY4. RY4, if you've not tried RY4, I'm not encouraging anyone to try this who doesn't do it. But if you vape, try RY4. It's sort of nicotine with caramel flavour. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. It tastes a lot like I want to say it tastes kind of like a coffee a little bit.
It's hard to describe, isn't it?
Right.
I can understand why they just gave it a number, but it's lovely.
I stick to my tobacco flavored because that's the whole reason I do jewels, because vaping, I keep saying jewel. The only reason I vape is because I wanted to quit cigarettes, and I started with the tobacco flavoring, and then somebody turned me on to RY4, and that's kind of like my special one. I keep that put up for whenever I'm like, oh, I want to actually taste something that doesn't taste like burning leaves.
No, I do like RY4. Percentage-wise, I'm not sure. I'm sort of putting 1.5 of these. I don't know how many mil these bottles are. Oh, these are 1.8 milligram shots. Oh gosh, I don't know. I put 1.5 of them in a 100 ml bottle. There we go. But
now do the maths.
Yeah, I'm crap at them. That I don't know. Oh, hello, Johnny Orbital. Johnny Orbital's been on here before. Good evening to you, Johnny. 3 years, 1 day without cigs. Congratulations, Johnny. Well done, man. Well done. Yes, definitely.
Honestly, I went about 6 months before I stepped, I kind of just messed up. I started doing them a little bit more often than I should, just like everyone's, I have a pack of cigarettes sitting by my desk right now. It's got 18 in it. I've had it for a week. So I do still smoke cigarettes, but very occasionally.
Yeah.
But,
well, I always said to Mrs. S, if I could just smoke, 1 or 2 a day, even, let's say 1 or 2 a day, I probably would have said, that's fair enough. I'll live with that. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, I'm not that sort of person. If I'm smoking, then I'm the equivalent of 20 to 25 a day. That's my natural sort of level. Yeah, but you say that. I worked once, sat opposite this guy. This is when he could smoke in an office. He smoked 60 a day.
Jesus.
Yeah, so he actually had more time with a cigarette than without it. It was absolutely astounding.
What looks like literally every time you look up, he'd just be either putting one out or lighting one.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I think he died by the end of the day, actually. Yeah, but I worked there for 3 months. It was just astounding. I mean, it didn't particularly bother me because I was a smoker, but I just couldn't imagine. I was thinking, if I smoked that much, I'd be getting that OD, starting to feel, I've smoked too many cigarettes. But there we go. So this person, I've forgotten who the hell it was now, who's got these videos. You haven't come into the live waiting. What was his name?
Mrs. Pat, whatever. No,
well, there's
Cat,
two.
Pat.
There's
Karen,
Cat, whatever, who's gone back to her live stream that she is running right now, apparently. And the other one was the guy who said, My Ugly Truth Tarot, you're still in here. Come on in to the live waiting room.
Well, I'll bet
if you want
750 forint that he won't come. That's forint what I haven't changed right here.
Well, My Ugly claimed a couple of times that I was blocking him and he wanted to get on my live. And I said, yep, I'm doing a live stream. And it is because of you, My Ugly. It's because of you said that. I said, I thought, right, I will do this live stream tonight open for trolls. So far, not one of them has come on. I shall not call you a troll. You are a person who is accused of trolling. But I'm giving you the chance and opportunity to come and explain yourself and present any evidence and let's take it from there.
And if you want to know how easy it is to get on the stream,
Jord managed it. Hello, good evening, Glass Monster. How are you, my friend?
Oh, Glass Monster.
And as for me, the second I click the live waiting room, I'm in.
Wow,
Literally.
Right. It was, wasn't it? I'm a man.
I literally didn't take my finger off the mouse button.
I'm a man built for speed, Glass.
The second I thought I clicked the live room.
And there's another one in there. There's Sci-Files. Let's try them.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Sci-Files. Are you in here?
Have you got your mic working, man?
Hello,
Hello,
Sci.
Sci-File. The monster is in here with you. How you doing?
Apparently not. Sci-Files. What I'll do is I'll pop you back in the live waiting room. If you get going, let Colon know, and we'll get you back in here. And I see, is it's a new...
I just want to say there is one person in the live chat who has a name. Mr. Sensible sucks cock for globe Earth proof. I'm just finding it so hilarious that this person created a YouTube account just for this purpose.
And if that
or
was the
changed the name
case,
just for that purpose.
if that was the case, how on earth does that prove globe Earth anyway? And
yeah.
Weeaboo Metalhead has
Although,
become a sensible supporter. Thank you, my friend, for being my newest member. Appreciate that. I really do. Thank you.
And I like your name, by the way.
Isn't it unusual?
It is unusual, but it's also kind of badass.
you gotta admit, he left a comment so that it helps the algorithm.
That's true.
It does help with the YouTube algorithm.
Barry on. So I saw you make...
What the comment is, it's always a help.
Barry on. I'm not sure. Are you making trolling comments, Barry on? I don't... I want to be careful. I don't want to accuse people of trolling if they're not. SKS, you were here at the beginning of my last stream and this stream, and I said about coming. You're here mid-stream. Mage disproved gravity. Thanks, Mr. Sensible. Well, SKS, I'm really, really interested in this because Mage absolutely 100% relied on gravity in order to work. So I failed to see how it disproved gravity. Wow. Would you like to come on and discuss it? I really would like to know this.
Yeah, come on. I would know how gravity sucks.
Hey, Johnny Orbital says that the flat earthers on Facebook really don't like Mage. I bet they don't. They don't like it up on Mr. Manring. Thank you, Johnny, and I hope you're keeping well, my friend.
I do want to thank you, by the way, Mr. Sensible, because I haven't. Because you have made arguing flat Earth on Facebook so much easier.
Do you know, I don't do Facebook. Is there a lot of it on Facebook then, with regard to Mage and that?
That's Facebook at least is, I know, where MC Toon and FTFE find many of their debate interlocutors. They go to Facebook and they ask around, and like they'll get in arguments with people, and then they'll be like, oh well, you could come on my channel. So but yeah, there's like, you know, Nathan Thompson, he ran the biggest flat earth and globe discussion group on Facebook. There was literally nearly 100,000. Was it over 100,000?
I thought it was 125,000. Yeah.
I don't remember, but there are a lot of people on Facebook interested in talking about it, and Mage shuts them down every single time. Every time I posted a link to Mage, they either just come back and say, "Oh, I'm not trusting that," or they don't even reply. Like it's
like
they cannot. Yeah, it's a magic mutaflurf button.
Wow.
I might just need to create a Facebook account just to experience this.
I know what you mean. Only thing is, Mrs. S doesn't want me on Facebook because she's afraid I'll hook up with all her friends. No, not like that, but that I'll just embarrass her.
You naughty boy.
See, both of those concerns would be valid on Facebook, though.
Okay.
I'm just
And PhD Tony is in the house. Hello, good evening, Tony. Welcome.
I thought you meant he was in the chat. I was about to get super excited.
Oh, is he a hero of yours?
No, I love PhD Tony. He's one of my favorite people to talk to. We've talked like 3 or 4 times, and I
The
just
problem is he's upside down.
he's so
Starfish is one of my
upside down.
friends. Can you come in?
I wish I could fix him, but unfortunately, the Earth's not flat.
And we have pearl fishing. We got lots of new people. Hello, good evening, pearlfish.
Good evening, Mr. S. Good evening, everyone.
Good.
Sorry, hello. I just seeing. I was sent a message by Colon, and thanks Colon as ever for your sterling work there in the green room. Just saying that pearlfish is ready to go. Thank you, and a link to Cat Life Vixter vlogs and with live streams. Wow, do you know, if only I had thought of that as a name for my channel before I just thought of Mr. Sensible.
I was gonna say that's such the like. At least it's on brand. I mean, that's about what I would expect somebody like them to name their channel.
Yeah, it's strange.
See, I get a lot of flack for mine. One second, guys. Sorry, that's my dogs.
Who let the dogs out?
Good boy.
Who?
Yeah, sorry. They're.
What sort of dogs are they? They sound like wolves.
There are 2 full-blooded pit bulls, 1 pit bull mix, and 1 half pit bull, half Rottweiler.
Oh, come on. They're toy poodles, aren't they?
And
you're just embarrassed.
all I'm saying is I feel like Dumbledore because I feel a great deal of pity for any fool who comes up in my house.
I would just gladly pet them because I love dogs, and my fear of dogs was one evening disappeared, just shallow nothing, because one came. It was a cutting dog. I was on the field, and suddenly a black blob was running towards me, and I basically shit my pants.
Yeah.
Then it was just a friendly doggy scared of the lightning, and was aww. And since then, I am not fearing any animal. I'm just really, really respectful in what they do and watch them. No animal is bad. It's just how do you treat them. That's my take on it.
Yeah, that is a lot of it, isn't
A little bit too much information about your pants.
But
you said that.
Oh, I have missed because some of the super chats I've read off the side chat, others I've missed, and when I go back to have a look at them, there was. Let's just make sure. There's one I've missed. Apologies from Mr. Graham Williams, who super chatted £4.99, saying your thoughts on YouTube requiring credit card details to open an account. Surely this would help shut down the likes of tonight's sickening scum. Happy 2021. Absolutely, Graham. I've thought about that. Absolutely. Yeah, it makes it a bit harder for, I don't know, teenagers, 13, 14-year-olds, whatever, who are allowed to use it. I don't know what the answer is there. But absolutely, some way of identifying people. Now, people will get all about, oh, it's freedom of speech and privacy. Yeah, I understand that. But also, right now, that freedom is giving them the freedom to harass and abuse people, with the comeback being that much harder. But if you know for sure, well, they've got my credit card, they can identify me, and even if they can't, if they close my account, I can't open another account using that credit card. That gets bloody awkward. They might have 2 or 3 cards, but after that, they can't make an account.
Yeah.
No, there'd be more to it than that. Not just the fact that it's that credit card, because that credit card's going to lead back to you. No matter if you got 6 credit cards or 20 credit cards, that card's going to lead back to you. So if you open up another account on a different card, that card's going to lead back to you, the card holder. So it wouldn't matter. He can only open the one account at that point. No socks capable of being open.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Unless you assume identity.
And then again, not everyone has the credit card.
No,
as
that's
I
true
said
too.
Correctly, people who are too young, or
Yeah.
I, for example, I just didn't bother to get one as of yet. So,
And think
which is
about
my current
Bank card,
problem.
credit
I
card,
would-
driver's license.
Driver's license, I have one, which is my current problem. I wanted to watch some of, what's his name? This Hungarian conspiracy dude. I forgot it. His name.
Nudge.
You could forgive me if I don't have a comprehensive knowledge of all the Hungarian conspiracy theories.
No, he does videos in English,
but
Barnabas. His name is Hungarian.
You mean Barnabas?
Yeah, Barnabas Nagy.
Yeah.
But
have you seen how many people call Barnabas Nagy?
yes, I've seen that. It's Nagy, but never mind.
No.
I wanted to watch one of his videos because I wanted to use it as source material for my videos. It, unfortunately, is age restricted, and without a credit card, you cannot get the age restriction of the video off without linking your credit card to the YouTube account. And I don't have a credit card, and I will hell as fuck not put my ID card up for YouTube to do whatever they want.
Yeah, it is a difficult situation, but I understand exactly where Graham's coming from. Some way of identifying you as a real person, so and then you're free to do whatever you want, but if you need to be identified for legal reasons, you can be. I think that's quite reasonable. But there's another super chat.
Even if it was a bunk.
Well, there's another super chat from PhD Tony. Thank you, Tony, for $5 Australian. Happy New Year, everyone. Here's hoping 2021 drives anti-science further down the drain. I think it is, Tony. You look at the number of flat Earth channels there are now. I suppose in some ways some of them have just moved to anti-vax 5G and crap like that, though, haven't they? We're driving them out of the flat Earth.
You could even use a dead credit card. You could actually use a dead credit card. You wouldn't have to actually use an active one.
Well, there's ways around that, though, isn't there? Where they
no, but I mean, so you can use a credit card so they can't get money, is what I meant. A lot of people would be that concerned.
Oh, I see.
You get a credit card you can't use, like a worthless credit card, one that's outdated.
Well, you're protected from that point of view. If someone takes money from your credit card, you're protected, aren't you? I don't know. Let's not bicker about credit cards, whether they're active or not, and who killed who. I mean, the fact is, if there was some way for, and you knew that you could 100% be identified, if required, through legal means, not to Joe Public, but to the police or whatever. Yeah.
What I was about to say.
PayPal would be a good one because it's got so much friggin' protections on it's not funny.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
I was going to say, I've actually heard that PayPal's not the best. I don't know, though. Like, that's just what I've heard. People tell me, like, anytime I bring up sending money, they're like, anything but PayPal. I literally hear that a lot. Anything but PayPal. And I don't understand.
That's the only one I want.
Well, I use PayPal all the time, but I never leave any money sat in PayPal because potentially PayPal can close it down because they're not technically a bank. There are not all the protections that there are with an ordinary bank. So at most I'd lose the contents of a transaction that's happening at that time. I've never had a problem with them, but yeah, they're not a bank. So if they decide to freeze your account because they're investigating fraud or something, that's it. You are stuffed. It's down to them. They're a business, not a bank.
Yeah, like I said, I have no idea. I just know from personal experience buying and selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace that people would rather deal in cash than deal on PayPal. And I don't know. I would rather not have to go to the ATM, but if you want money in your hand, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd be very nervous about Marketplace, though, because you've got no comeback, have you? At least if you buy something from eBay or whatever, there's sort of various buyer protection things, isn't there?
Because I would use Facebook Pay, which is part of PayPal. That's what Messenger suggests you use, and they suggest that you only pay it after you've received the product. So, like, you get the product, you hit send. You know, pretty much you exchange the money at the point where you'd exchange cash.
Okay, I'd never even heard of Facebook Pay. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Facebook apparently.
I don't have Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nor do I.
Am I the only person on here with Facebook?
Yeah.
For Facebook.
Oh, so you're the Facebook
Perfect.
user?
We have it.
So I'm the person keeping it up, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe
I suppose you're on MySpace as well, are you?
I actually am, and I can still check my account, but I have no idea what I do on there. Like, it's just kind of a novelty from my past where I can be like, hey, I still know my MySpace stuff, guys.
Mike M's mentioning Libby. Libby is someone who I invited on. Is Libby in the chat? Libby 2.0. Yes, you are there. Libby, thank you for coming along to the channel. Would you like to come onto the live stream? These other guys will move out of the room so they're not in there, so you will not get harangued and outnumbered. It'll be you and I just to have a chat, okay? Because, not being funny, you've made endless accusations against me. I'd like to talk about it. Okay. Now, the joke comment in here is that do trolls have balls? But certainly none of the people who have been making these attacks have felt. What's the word? I don't know. But they've not felt the need, shall we say, to come on here. But you've made some strong accusations, and I'd like to know based on what. I will talk to you respectfully if you come in here, okay? So hopefully, Libby.
Only be a fly on the wall if I'm still in here.
No, what? Oh, hold on a second. Thank you for that colon. Okay, thanks for that colon. We've got someone else I'll bring back in. We got Sci-Files. Apparently he's now got the mic working. Hello, Sci-Files. Hello, Sci-Files.
Sci-Files here.
Hey,
Hello,
at last.
Sci-Files.
Good evening. Good
we
evening.
were all waiting with bated breath. Like, is he going to answer?
And we're waiting for Libby 2.0 to come on. Libby, you made a lot of comments. So I don't know how much of the stream you've caught,
Hey,
Sci-Files.
Mr. Sensible, thanks for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. What's your sort of background? Flat Earth, Globe Earth? Are you a debunker? Do you have a channel?
I enjoy the debunking, although I'm a firm believer not in the flat Earth, but in the paranormal.
Really? Oh, hence the name Psy, I presume.
Psy, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I tell you what, I would. Could I invite you sometime? Because obviously I've no idea of what beliefs you have, and I'd find that really interesting to have a chat. I guess that I'm likely to not agree with you, but that's fine. But I'd love to have a chat with you at some point. You actually arrange to have a live stream chat, me and you. How does that sound?
Oh, that would be fantastic. Again, I'm very, very skeptical, but I'm a believer because I've seen some evidence myself personally, and I know the incredulity and personal experiences aren't technically evidence. But, when you try to rule out everything else, atmosphere, weird kind of stuff, and you're left with just questions, I don't want to say that there's absolutely positively ghosts or paranormal or UFOs, but I just want to say, hey, this needs a better explanation than anything I can come up with now.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That's actually really good.
Where on the server?
Yeah,
that's a good middle ground between.
Where on your server, Sensible?
Yeah. Sorry, Glass. They're talking.
Where on your server, Sensible?
What?
Lag again. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Glass.
Went quiet.
Sai was telling us. Yes, Sai. I guess that I'm. I don't want to prejudge because I don't know, and I guess it will come out during a conversation. But my. I'm not someone who believes at all in the supernatural, paranormal, or anything like that. But I do find the whole thing fascinating and why people believe in that and so on. So I would love to have a respectful discussion with you. That would be absolutely great.
Most definitely.
Let's set it up. Let's set it up.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah.
I was only asking where do I put a link to my server? You have a place.
Well,
That was all I was gonna
sorry,
ask.
Glass, you jumped straight into conversation there.
Sorry.
Just you can shove a link in the general chat if you want, okay? And if you've got a video, you can shove that into advertise your vid. Okay. Yes. Sorry, Si, what was we just saying?
No problem at all. It's just like the flat Earth. People are posting all these pictures online. Oh, it's a spirit. It's an orb. It's your great aunt Nessie. It's like, come on, just you can't jump to those kind of conclusions. 99% of everything is dust or photographic anomalies or just something. And I'm still waiting for that one thing to go, here's evidence. And I'm in the search for evidence, just like you with all your other stuff. And that's one of the reasons I love you so much, Mr. Sensible, because, you do put it. Some of the other guys, FTFE, Team Skeptic, those guys, they're way above me. I don't need to know all the scientific stuff behind it. It's not that difficult to disprove. The only thing the flat earthers have going on is look at your eyes. And if that's all the evidence we have, then anything's possible, even Santa Claus.
Well, this is definitely.
That being said, the human eye is a pretty shitty device to determine anything at
Absolutely.
Well, that's
Absolutely.
true. Well,
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things wrong with the human body. I just don't want to start. I have told that once.
Something my anatomy teacher said once that always stuck with me is the human eye is a decent ocular device, but a horrible measuring device.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to step on anyone's toes either, but also with religion, it's the same kind of thing. Everybody has a personal experience with their God, but there's so many different gods, and every religion has their own personal experience that they've seen angels or the Virgin Mary or Allah or Krishna. So, the eye itself is, who is it? Hitchens, who says your personal experience is not evidence. What do you got next?
Yeah.
Yeah, your brain is a messy thing, and I can speak for that. I mean, luckily, nothing wrong is going on in my brain. Just
Well, a couple of things. Firstly, Libby 2.0 has cleared off. She's no longer in the side chat, and she has not come on here. So after posting those sort of 20 or whatever abusive messages to me, again, it's someone I've never had any connection with. I believe her account's been active for about a year, so it's not a sock account that's just created just for this. But I've had no connection with her, not a single comment, never seen her on the side chat, never seen her anywhere on any Flat Earth video, and out of the blue, straight after this debacle with the doxing thing, bang, 20 abusive messages from her. And now she won't put her money where her mouth is. Had the opportunity to come on here, hasn't. So that's every single one of them. And tonight we've also got Brixie has come back in. Good evening to you, Brixie.
Good evening. Well, night here, isn't it? But yeah,
it is indeed. And looking at the time, it's 11:45. You're like the great prophet Zarquan. How are we for time?
Oh, I'm fine myself.
Yeah, because I'll probably be rounding up. It's 11:45. Let's say rounding up for midnight. Okay, so tell us what you've been up to, Brixie.
Oh, well, I'm working from home like everyone. Unfortunately, in my career, I can actually do that quite easily. So there's been a lot of it. A little bit of still travelling to work. And around Christmas time, same as everyone else, celebrating Christmas without, unfortunately, being able to visit relatives. But other than that, things aren't so different. I mean, I'm not being one for going to pubs or anything anyway, so... can't really go shopping as much as used to. Same with everyone, though. I mean, I don't feel the restrictions quite so much, I suppose.
No, nor do I really. My missus sort of says you're allowed to see one person outside or visit one household or whatever it is. And I said, really, I've got to do as much as that, have I? I've got to increase my social interaction.
Yeah, no, I realised it was getting towards the end of the stream. When you had Si come in, I thought, okay, I'll pop into the chat room, but I probably won't be on for long anyway. But when he does come in again, it would be actually worth joining in conversation there, because in my past for my sins, I did have an internet radio station that included. Yes. Where's Si based, by the way? Is it in the States?
Me, I'm in actually Fort Lauderdale,
Right,
Florida.
you ever heard of a show called Ghostly Talk?
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, it goes back 10 years, but they actually air now. They used to be the top ghost talk radio show, Ghostly Talk, obviously by the title.
Obviously.
Internet-based, yeah, but although they have been aired, it's really, besides that though, it was really more of just an entertainment thing. I had a radio station online on the internet, and you would talk science or paranormal shows, anything really that was talk-based, but it had to have an entertainment value. And they were possibly the headline show that had, I mean, the space show was another one, but that wasn't what would maybe have interested you so much. But, you know, I've had exposure in that area, and I've got no problems with it at all. So, you know, if the conversation's going that direction, I could possibly add a little bit.
It's going in whatever direction the boss says so.
Well, Brixie, perhaps we can get you in on that, because me and Si, we've never met before, and we just thrown the idea out there as a possibility to have a discussion. That'd be great. Obviously, and I'm thankful, Si, that you've come on here, confident that I'm not just going to go, ha ha, what a load of rubbish, and laugh at you or abuse you or anything like that. That's not me. And
well, you're aware I'm from a science background, but to me, I've always had an interest in what would be quotes the paranormal, although admittedly I would see that as more fringe science. In other words, there's possibilities of the new discoveries of science to come from these areas.
Well, that's right.
But,
I mean,
nonetheless,
you're going to get at the edge of science. You're going to get the stuff which is that paranormal, and now we've shown it scientifically. There's a difference between that there's a headless horseman comes through at 2:00 in the morning. Do you know what I mean? That's a bit different than something unusual that you just haven't been able to explain scientifically.
Absolutely. I mean, electricity used to be considered paranormal for quite a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is some ghost lights. People were claiming they were UFOs. I forget the name of the city.
Brown Mountain?
They show up. That could be one of them, yes.
The Brown Mountain Lights?
Oh, a lot of them.
There's a horror film about that. I don't know if you've seen it. Oh, man. I've seen it before, and I've got a copy of it. And my daughter loves horror films. She's 22 years old. And both of us crapped ourselves watching that. It's a good film. And it was only afterwards I looked it up and found out Brown Mountain Lights are a real thing. So I find stuff like that interesting. I think there's a logical explanation. But it's finding that. That's interesting.
I would go with ball lightning as the first possibility, but that doesn't mean...
Other theory? Oh, sorry. Go right ahead, Brixie. My apologies.
Yeah, no, that would just be my first instinct. But there's, I would look for the more scientific explanations, but that doesn't mean it's not interesting.
No.
Right. There's something there. There's been some scientific studies, and some of the conclusions that the hypothesis was that it's the plate tectonics with the earthquakes, the shifting, putting off this electrostatic static. That's one of the theories.
Yeah, electromagnetic does cause ball lightning in particular wherever there is tectonic movement. So it's not unheard of.
Something's going on, and a lot of people go, it's ghost. I don't necessarily jump to that conclusion.
Well, quite a bit of it has been discussions about aliens and stuff like that. I mean, it's fascinating. If anyone's never heard of it before, Brown Mountain Lights. There is stuff about it on Wiki, because I've had a look at it. I know there is. And there's a horror film, which it's obviously just a film, but it's quite a nerve-wracker about the Brown Mountain Lights. That had a few good jumps in it, I'll tell you.
Have you seen the horror film called Misery by Stephen King?
Stephen King, yeah.
Yes, I have. I think I have, yeah. I've certainly heard of it. Yeah.
That is a freaky movie.
I do like horror films.
Yeah. You do like horror films?
I do, yes.
You should get in contact with J.L. Warren, go on his This Week in Horror podcast. I'm sure he'd love to see you on.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, I watch that almost. I never catch it live, but I watch every one that he posts.
Sorry,
I don't remember.
Brixie. You've been called out, Brixie. Ball lightning?
Oh, yeah?
No, it's flat. It's not ball lightning.
It's flat.
No.
Oh man, you are a winner. You win the internet tonight.
What
I
was
just
his
sent
name
you a
again?
link, Bob.
Oh.
The Weekend Whore.
The JM guy, he did a knock of was JM Truth on his filmmaking ability, and that was a real crack up.
J.L. Warren. Yeah, that was amazing. I remember that.
he spit him out like he was in a blender circle. All his misspellings.
If you subscribe to J.L. Warren, you really should. He's a really good content creator, and yeah. I'm doing another person's channel on your on your stream, Mister.
I think you guys are all a big family.
Yeah.
Not getting super personal, but I lost my wife about a year ago.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Unexpectedly, yeah. And I lost my job. I've been locked up in the house for almost a little over a year now, and I've been just staring at the four walls. And YouTube is one of the only things that kept me sane. So I've checked a lot of the content providers and Mr. Sensible, you obviously, and a lot of the flat earthers. It's just been really great. And I almost feel like a family. This is honestly the first time I've plugged in my headset and kind of went in a live chat.
Wow.
I just thank you guys for being there. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, you call me a creeper or, I looking at the peripherals, but, I just started feeling comfortable enough to finally get involved.
Well, I'm so
Mr. Sensible,
glad.
You in particular. Thank you.
I'm so glad,
you so
Si.
much for that.
You're very welcome. Like I said, I'm very likely not to agree with you on your views, and that's absolutely fine. I want to discuss about these things, and the fact that you felt comfortable enough after what must have been, not being funny, it's a hard year for everyone, but after a year, considering what you just said, wow. I'm just so glad that you've I don't know what the word is.
We're glad that you're still here, man.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you picked up that mic and those headphones and you've done it. And I really would like to have that chat. I think it would be very interesting.
It would be fantastic. It's a subject I love. I know a little bit about.
I dropped you a DM, basically just so that we can hook up, and perhaps we can think of a couple things that would be interesting, just for the sake of argument. Let's say the Brown Mountain Lights and whatever else, and have that something like that as a topic, and we'll talk it through. That'd be really, really good.
Most fantastic. I look forward to that.
And you're right. It is like a family. It seems almost trite saying that, but I really think it is. We were saying earlier on site. I don't know if you were here. Did you hear about Booleanator?
No.
He's a debunker. He's not one. I'd heard of him, but not had any dealings with him.
Unfortunately, he was a producer for the non-sequitur.
Oh, a producer, right? Unfortunately, he recently died, and the community got together because there was a bill of several $1,000s to do with the funeral and whatever. And in a few days, that money was raised, so his family doesn't have to worry about it. That's amazing. That's community, and you're right.
That's community.
Yeah.
Just on top of that, I tried to say something about this earlier, but one of the first times I was on a MC Tomb stream, my great grandma had actually passed away a few days earlier, and he helped me set up a PayPal. He said, just come on stream, just mention it a couple times. I'm sure somebody somewhere will help you out. And over $150 got raised. And I mean, that wasn't everything, but that helped just so much. Like, I'm pretty sure that was like half of what it cost to get her urn. Like, I don't remember exactly how much, because I wasn't in charge of it. I set up the thing. When I got donations, I took it out and handed it to my granddad, because he's unfortunately dealing with it himself. So,
well, I'm glad that, and I'm not surprised that MC helped like that, helped you sort that, and I'm not surprised that people have given money to help. I'm not going to mention the name but quite soon after I came to the community, someone was in some difficulty and put a shout out. And even though I'd not been in the community long, I and others chipped some in. It wasn't a lot, but it was some to help. And
Right.
you know, it's great. It's great.
Being around people so willing to help is a feeling that you cannot match. You can't match that feeling of community with anything, you know? You can't, like he said, this feels like a little family, you know?
Yeah.
And even the channels that don't interact very much, like you see Teen Skeptic in everybody's chats, you see FTFE bumbling around there. Everyone is just interested in what everybody's doing. They want to help each other, and they just want to see each other grow, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
I noticed you added the word bumbling.
Maybe not the best word.
Bumbling.
Well, for Team Skeptic, I've seen him play video games. Bumbling is the good word for Team Skeptic.
Well, just with regard, since we've mentioned again about Boolienator, as Turquoise Laos pointed out, that the money required has now been raised, so there's no need for anyone to donate any further, and that Sean is going to be doing refunds for the any of the overpayment or whatever. But yes, so thank you, Turquoise, for letting us know. Yeah, I think that was within about 48 hours. It certainly wasn't long, and several $1,000s, boom, done, dusted.
Wow. Yeah, you had mentioned in the live chat about Dell needing some help for one of his children, was it?
Something like that. I didn't know about that one, but yeah.
I don't remember specifics, but I'm like 99% sure it was Dell, and I know Conspiracy Cats posted a link to it, and that's I read it, got sad, clicked the link, and donated a little bit, you know, because he needed help, and I wanted to help. That's it's a nice feeling as well, helping people, you know. That
it is.
I don't want to, like, it feels kind of like patting my own back to say it, but I get like this rush whenever I know I did something good. It's just like, oh,
yeah, I understand. Yeah, and the main thing is the person has been helped, haven't they?
Right.
And
seeing their
sorry, I was just going to say I've had a super chat from Adrian Gardner. Thank you, Adrian, for £4.99. What brand and flavour are you vaping? It's Q-Sig. I don't think it's a big brand. I'm not particularly that fussy. It's more the flavour, but it's a British one, I believe. Q-Sig. And also, please carry on slapping down Nathan Oakley. He is a terrible human, allegedly. I am going to steer clear of Nathan for a while to let things settle down. I have no doubt he's feeling a little raw from the whole situation, and I do not want to try and rub it in or take advantage of that fact. So I shall be steering clear of him and then see what the future holds. Excuse me. Oh,
meanwhile,
COVID. I've done got COVIDs.
Meanwhile, if you want to see somebody slapping down Oakley, you can just there's a video on my channel. You know, you can go check that out. And the George said, youtube.com/and the George said, shameless self promotion.
That's all right. If you're
gonna stop, someone stops me.
Oh man. Well, guys, we have now reached midnight. So been running for 3 hours, and I think we've had 3 or 4 trolls turn up in the side chat. And how many of them came onto the live stream? None, and I counted them twice. What a bunch of fail. So these people who think they have evidence against me, showing stuff about my convictions allegedly, warning people to keep children away from me, and indeed from every other globe earther, have an opportunity to present that evidence to all the people who are perhaps being taken advantage of by me, and singularly fail to do so.
I have a feeling I know what their excuse will be. They'll claim they're not trolls.
Yeah. Well, I was quite careful to say to each one, I'm not calling you a troll. You may be being accused of that, because maybe they could come on. If they've got the evidence, then maybe they're not a troll. That's fine. They had the opportunity anyway. They didn't even try, did they? So, yeah. I have had a message to say that Libby 2.0 wasn't really here. I think she was live streaming and perhaps opened another window. I don't know about that. So, well, that's no excuse. So if she turns around and says, well, I was there and you did... Well, we talked to her. We tried to get her to come in. There we go. Oh, and Global Mom has said that about $5,000, I think I've lost the message now. About $5,000 was raised for Bullionator's family. I think that's what she said. That's wonderful, isn't it? Within just a couple of days. And the thing is, Jord, if something like that happened to you, or so sudden medical thing, that people in a community would help. And that's a wonderful thing to know.
Like, it's not something like it kind of does feel, I don't know, it's weird to think like these strangers have my back, but it is also very, because I know you guys. I've interacted with probably every single one of you in the live chat at some point, I have been following FTFE since like the first time Shy Man Dan shouted him out. So I've been in this community for a while, and it's just I love it here, MC Toon finally lit a fire under my butt to convince me to make a YouTube channel and actually start up, and
good stuff.
Here I am today.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, and on that note, and it's a very positive note, Jordan. It's lovely to hear. It's been a good stream. I genuinely am disappointed that none of the people who are accused of being trolls could come in here, even to say I'm not a troll. I'm telling the truth. None of them. It's shameful. The behaviour is shameful. So they've had their opportunity, 3 hours open mic, and they didn't take it up. So there we go. So next time they turn around and call me yellow or chicken or something, I can point back to this video. Yeah. So guys, I have in here Sci-Files, who we will hook up and see if we can arrange something paranormal at some point. That'd be interesting.
Be great.
Wouldn't it just? And it's you're very welcome. And I'm glad you joined us. Okay. Pearlfish, hello, and thank you as well for coming.
No worries, thank you for having me.
I know it's been quite short because you joined fairly late on. Was it you that had the mic problems? Oh, that was Sai had mic problems.
That was me, yeah.
Yeah, but thank you, Pearl.
Quiet.
Okay, we got Glass Monster, a regular. Good evening, Glass, thank you. And Flint as well, and Dasaran LP, also a regular. And Brixie, a regular we've not seen for a little while. It's good to have you back, Brixie.
Thank you. Yes, it's been good here.
Excellent. And the George said, is that what your YouTube channel's called, George?
Yeah. And it's spelled just like it sounds. Colin actually put it in the live chat the live chat. Which thank you, by the way, Colin, if you're hearing me.
I just found it. So I'm going to whack it back in the live chat now. So this is And the George said. So have a look at his channel. I've not seen it yet, so it might be brilliant. It might be a right load of rubbish, but
Oh, Mr. Sensible.
Go and have a look.
Honestly,
Mr.
Sorry?
Sensible, I've sent you a DM containing a link to the Weekend Horror Jail Warrens server. You may enjoy it.
Okay.
Today's movie was The Stand.
Okay. Well, thanks for the link. I will have a look at that. So I'm only joshing Jord. Have a look around Jord's channel. See if it's something you like. As I glanced, I saw that there was we got a modern day debate after show, something about FTFE, something about Nathan Oakley, and something about Bart K nutritional science. And there's some guy with really, really long hair.
Oh yeah, that'd be this guy.
Well, listen. Good luck with your channel, George. And I'll check it out as well. And I'll ask people to have a look at that and give it a little bit of love. That'd be wonderful.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Okay, guys, what I'll do is I'll chuck you all over into the live waiting room where Conan is. I'm going to wind up the stream, and I'll catch you soon. So thank you, all of you.
Later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very pips.
Guys, a lot here tonight. I'm still getting through it. 2 more. And lastly, Sci-Files. Thank you very much, Si. I'll join you in there in a minute, okay? Okay, everyone. Well, that was about what I expected, in that I did not expect a single troll to turn up, but it was a genuine offer. I put it out there. I've replied to comments saying, come onto this stream, give them a link, but they haven't. There we go. Yes, we can. I had a lot of people saying, oh, you need a thicker skin, or that it's only words. Yeah, that's fine. We know insults, that's fine. We can ignore those. But some of the despicable behaviour, like in those comments I showed earlier, is just totally uncalled for. Yeah, there we go. And they had the opportunity to try and justify themselves, and all we got was crickets, as expected. Anyway, look forward to seeing you all soon. We're at the start of a new year. Who knows what this is going to bring? Hopefully some fun. Until next time, take care and stay sensible. And all we got was crickets, as expected. Anyway.